but when you look around, there's so much more yet to be done. Great lyrics from the lyricists, Sheriff Gali in Northern Ghana and the Dagomba as well. Song title is Total Cheat. Sorry, Total Submission. No, this is okay. So Total Submission is playing, but that song is I need to get the title. Okay. So this is take up kapai. Won't come imperceptibly. Talent radio is on Dapsino 102.7. Can date tablet kadama so come no so come yela. Mumpen and be already zo kashakana Facebook live etete udigi label dembiane zungo dapsngo les amporo son menu pour tolana yel de nona menu pour na yel kam dembe tolan constituency be tolan district na yel kam dembe yala da ban pulne na mabane mbiane katibiane banu mpata zo banka na woni zanti gbable na balle kati biako chantoni baza hazonye na jowa ndanyana rozoni mep no pour na yile de ba bande na yile na chimba na yile pasara ti japan ma nyala bambiante man ma nyala bambiante piaro nyala ba ngombiana te table secretary na kata yele na yeto apan ba doma de dala nda be na ya kabuma datu na jobara gandu bolma nan karate paika bomba tu karazo ba cha yise to tindire fi da biara to ama ne lamno so kamza samar habi kana pen yelma tolon radio bombian programme lambon after bombian wanguna bombian lanka loche pour to razo so rimbar so jere kadama o bombian de be le kam de be no this is original bombian and we crafted and gave it name bombian to razo mabe no so kamza samar habi zunga wunta wona ya kapu tolan pasara ne na chimba da ban pasara na chimba so kam na chim pasara tin kan pasara na chimba kanan ya marhabi zungo wuntan wane be za on malon ma mbi bon la du gale do mayu ne kubi kom dem bigi kegi jang bon shel ko mande may karamba ne ñom yi pala ñom anyar ma karan bar di pa ñom karan gor kom yi don yuwi dem borbore ba bar zamba ko cerga biare du don ko palga televisor ko di tole kurgo tole ton je. All right, so what are we talking about? Last week, Friday, I was supposed to be here. Katra kana ke gole shara kana katra to the zam programmati. To zo wonta wona mi na wono na mi ko na tenyala ban lam na kana penyala ma tenyala ban zan jima zan toy. Tradi alzama pam. Ma ka zama wadari binye na bazando mi wula tema masankar dai sahamara be sa zanti into tini trapil mane zegel mane kala yeto akara tele yeto shedin da gina la birai ba kadani nyable yeto dama bi 12 ans de bi pronge wonyu manye yum piana ai la sabzando ne ka so kambo le defilement you know mama ndazan pengo galan ka file pam ila la bin yarma de be kat inye shangambala ba de betitin bana wona pamba letitin pansema jandi kan la rit pam de dab jandi do yimal jilma o bonan de lara te tarma to sur mo gurre ka charnda won damazan pala pudo to ama ko ko puni ba va ba pewe na we zaha yila banan lo wasan karpa na won dama to razo tra galan ka file pam kay mi ko tir da man zaha nan bayne di shirji ne pasalma ko yurlam da nyale ka da zongo zan do na tunabu zalgu kar darge won danan wo teble to amma ba yerma yer danan ya hal ne zo man yer ma mun evidence ma mun do ma ngo ma mun bi prong ma ngo to amma dum ko den ka so kam ko bable he ya ma hadi kul banan ba bel fa kul nan da ban yi to ko bable sha ho ya to alis aku dwelle ya ma bel fa biara pune hadi nye shi to ma ya ma bel fa ya biara pune me ye shi nan yele din ye ma le mun danan la ma ba bono ba wona ba karbio mo baka. Yes, na Manikalana. Or you'll that in the genre, the most popular person in northern region. Anyway, for wrong reasons anyway. So nous en produisons la bi prongma lamba ka boko le ka so na mbom ko le nde besohen ya to shelden da nan ma ya to biaza nda ba. To rozo tradi ale sama tra pil man den ba. In fact pil ban den ka ku shere ka da ba tin tena tolongo bo man ra to sham. Kanyi na ya badinda to chamtin di da sama biara kanyi to shanga dinda bian karba tunran nan e to shanga dinda kanin karda tunra bian den maza de pensela kalma kar zo cheka tiende lere nini ka de chamfen yeranga. All right, so at this point in time moment me mayile ni mane kankana katinya what will happen, but even okay, so let's go. It's okay, I'll continue. Okay, so yeah, Shara, no stand by for me. Shara, I will invite you into the studio. I'm not going to use but I will not give you a camera. We will plan and we will be around. So Shara and the Kuli, no boashi. So you'll make up the Shara will be useful. All right, so that we can talk on the issues of that. So Sharon will join me later. Pumpo can you go be chongoma. The tala obera jump. All right. So just a quick one. Let's share den dan the belma. Mamba ya ni rabanang be den ya. Den ya be de banang. Ni bo pam that problem so sa ha kana bo bang ye to amasole. Come len pam da dama jandi. Zo me na woni. Da dama da bang bali da bamba. Yali kana yin vemi ya to akayera. Ambe bi sharan cheka bi shay kamala yelle pam programs so. Mabem ni bishar chakar ku tanser wan ter yaw den bala ni be penji mo gulen ni be downfall be so luya kabla be so tumtala kabla be so tena won tala kabla be so de so tumberge kabla so kam ko jimu gul so lubu ne bella la kan leherle ye to akam din ka ta pokoloji de na ma ka ta pokolojira do mi bozo to de penjela tababio to jime soro haka shanan yela ye to aman danyela banda dire alisama pam da ba mirim television kama mirin na gisha banda di da sama pam da ba mi dongo kama mi bi pongo mo mi ayeto anwo banda ku dubli hoya ankara polo ye polo ni ma TikTok ma banda ba mirin nga be de ban pa son ku yina ntiti la story wo katrin de pokle tweda boas bo bo pa anwo ba ni e boas tam nye boas kara bo pa anwo bo de tale mambe yale eating yale fine but last pompo to banto establish pompo ba den nan duya but la be shaden da nan ma kata tole du karman la de World Cup ma tra tolo so sapa kaba mi de ni sembe de nyabla na nyesher to dime so de chantu na ha don worin de tin ban beren certain ba beren tar tomna tin ban nyela yel kabanya be gumi yele di kon ta yeto ana de beto e pa nan program yeto ona yina hale de daba ta dal kan da to bona njir fila to amaka lies that PTP kay to abeda kana. This is because nda jere yele to ashele karanya mama padu be pa share vele ibanga. But let's look at it from a very broader perspective, which has to do with like to you and yet to addition yela den nang yet to akan de yerma jandi zomen now the yere yet to akan mala irabian mekanya the yere yet to akan mala o trenjezala de zo don kun ma yemang na mala no di yemang ya di mi pa yemang bo zo ka ko di nyolo to mala talba fine bo nang la ben shaw kada pa yemang be kada nyema nyi naba mi kapon to no yemang na la to akan yerma
so kamre dilinya to
dende no mo abon ato te ko mama okay so dende nan ka awum numa la je to ma de yele to pun di ben palon de pune to ma ye to biaza te terzambara to ma ma iwum nume kaba vere para kayera dana nyem mun ya ye to mosalle watan ban le yere ni de dan la watan ke le jera yen ngay tenen ke le ka hankal bu pagi so yela ye to abe awum ye to akaba vele kayele hankal pargo mala na wonzo ata vere ye to akayera to imba na hankal mala ama ye to ay kuluna son kon problème teda so tini le karate ni vehme kayelma ka be kana yele katana palya bi demba kar pam bala kamata njera da ban to de chende yu men de wurun da ban ma lala ban ma de wurun da ban german pa yele ka banya no gum yele lala bi yara ton dani de ban de wurun la da ban to kama like to biasune de wurun pa ba man be dabba ba man be yidana ma wurun me be man be banama ka wurun be ka de wurun yeto akam din da beti bisin ya pune kar viera la le to anan wada ka to wurumle ka ba shaw ye to an yema ka ta ba vere ka yara ko le pirga pa. Let me give an example. Na do wa sa an lana in fact ora bolma na ya kan to bom but before kan da cha na do wa razon no nuzampa yalla example kan enti tama tampu no bon so no so to bon do me wula security concerns din mala ye to bebe da be tama tampu ne ka so nkucha antun ma ga video na yele ni bayen to me example nda ni kuna to bon ye video ma come on ni so yele ni ba tai no sorry so ma video ni ba ta le yele ma haka sojin san kan make call internet ba ya vele bo be ka soji insane kan make call ka zo cheka nda boare ma na yiri yulu ko da bole ne la na ma ya no ne ndan ya na ko to wo la mpon na ka je jere bi debse be bi pola mboda bu kono tan barshama la na jilma anjana mbol da yuli kay to ayina wora ne na joba ko to wo balala ne na ma yel no yanyima na tutu ne yera ngo ayin ba na jere yele la na ma da bu to bom ama kan na ci mun wayina ti yelle na bu tole ndan yana min la na ma kaban shawo na ci mun borna bu woran tan ban shama dime soro la video shan kun maran ku yer yiran ma na tole nan ma ben tole dadama so yin ala tuma la tale anto ma ga video yel but ka yere to kan mala da anda mai la yab dab tam yabe yab gu tana yabe yab tuana ya da malaba ya kan da tana kan yab shirkan man papa so sun to wumle kakka hankal shetana nan malamu ka tole te da dan man galse ai bi yela ni na ma ya nan da yana ko to wumla ka garti bi yana na ma ko to nan da ya kan ya jire mpon na wo jire di pola nan da shamma bo life mbala dima so do dinin yan wuran tin ba fak dinin pon wurante ka talan labar miyar da ban ma ka na won yuti ka tananye na ka tamal ma ka na kan biyo zone ka tan ban ma chen ven yela ki la bora ni borle ni tole nan ma ni yele ngo ka yele ngo na jowa yi yele kam dat ban pulle ka no so nu pabon ngo so dat ban pulle den niran kane ni ya to den niran kane to no badil hal o zal makarin de tara pane ne ta yelle bere kwala la zalguma to don na an bola so le chante page ndan yana njiro na ngono to amma kaya na ko di dokuto boxi so yan zan le tongo kan me nu posa te tale nzan ti tamal tampune ne to ko kalshel nyala na shanga bam ji tamal tampune kaman yab da tum da biane kaman yab gutena biane yabe tuana yab nu handana yab la machina ku kalen ya banko bijita ma tampune na butu ti so yara sorry bi ya halin yab sanarna ko ban den mazal yabe tamal to bolma greta tamal ka ba za saadigi yalla na yel kuma do bi wula na zugum mala o man na ma da polo jelati yelle kara yina tin lala ya to shale onnan ma na cin mun da fin yina ti yar nguma hanira can da yilo ne bide zambanu pa ma zo karba tutta ma dana nan yasa to rozo hale yeto man ra yina na yile together with Resec regional minister menu Bamba so kam su ra palgme do mi bozo dirana ku to na ki ka jana palkane nyamle bambla tinda ba tar na ba shako nan pulo ba karan na nin pulo karan na ka so ko ngon yevle to ko be katamale to rozo lalati ma ta pargun da balakan na jowa zangzanti ka solo da tadile ka pam na yilma ne to sharban zangna ne bisan barka sudu bartan bama hayuna diku bielala wala mbana lame de so ne rena kan rebu ko mbanya fia to rozo de so ko je tunda ma de so ko da dangtai ka yelnti mati nya fia tin yevlo kor ngo na ko malaka mara sa ambiela biela den te chega na on zante zampari on ya zante zampalo chapul ko so jendi de les devs ba la ba yes man rajina tranje ka na chimba kan na mu na sobu ma video be na sobu diar zama ya no ko na chimba babe tansene kaman tolan munye tolan exemple kan sidi kaman tamale kaman datam yeli kaman o kon mala video ka datam yeli dundon kaman mumbe datam yeli polo ma be bambo na to bon ne be yel kadama na bi wana yel shamma da ban no yab datam da mira na mantini zo kan panu za ta tale me no poza ta tale za ta na yirma ko kana yeli to na yeli banvom na yeli de tam lolo kam banda tadi de ma to ti de mane na da to bum na ya bra to bum ka yala tolongo tra to ya bien tolongo nda be na ya ka de meka tola ko metreti ya ni de tabal so kambi tolongo mo iranye samba ti vano mara pa era so kam da tira hal ni yaron barazon tin na to bum ma to rozo tra ya son pam na yab tolo na da nyala wonyina ne onirba ka yalla tolo no ma ka tutu ka jana atbal kan ka tempo pam ka pana denda nan ka lalama nan ka jana atbal kan be ka so bunyi dan so bo fiu tini nya to poya pam ka pa do we na sulun suma sunan sam shinyala anir ma wumdi ka sati la nya ka ta puka pa alama shin ayile won kam kama pon puka pa banda bo toma ka talen da nyala yun tudin ta kana di le ka security ma ya to ayam bitinga be ka bi ana bal kan be ka zabbe be kan why not den ina to bomma ka den ne tiyan yesha to ma den lam pa kan yala nyala nda pon pile biela chongo nda pile biela chongo hati chala na benar white da kan brand news na chumi so marafa ka ko molongo jizara pa ya ka bomma toma ka draba kara so kamanle interior nzanpa lala ningsingo ma polo ka ban shaw lala marfa shanga dum bitin banwone ka police be mire yala mambi yelni wumia aya marfa dabo legally de biala to police constitution pune ne Ghana constitution anto mal marafa amare do lesole e wonda anto mal marafa to amana la police mire yala ka tale yele yes, we can have a registered gun. Can you pa malba? Ama police ni mbisha yela, beshel yela. Denen gazetten ban wapune. Now so dena. Bozo Adam so no lergo tulera. Be so yem bo Africa ina tim yo. No, to chele kan woya. Ama bi debban kama marafa. De bi jene bo on top dale. Kazan ina tim bi chwansem bala. Bayi dabanson damba dale ka bazan ina bon top daga na ta nyen mun ga yemi ma bozo ka da marafa ma adam ta azale no kuwa ka ba yina bazan mi o mala so ki dalama ka bon top dale ngule kuroti damba dale ngule kuroti to ban to reta ban bo marafa bodda pune abazan marafa ma yina bolena nda mala ai chance bu page na na chi mal gadama da taba ka yi marafa na miu ka chuan de bembara mpon na on di be deblem pune na on bomma de kapi deblem pune chan lab yele to anwo di be deblem pune marafa nyo be deblem pune na on bomma de karapune de ku karapune kaman to bannan zabla bannan be shabannan kay niya ku nyala kazala nan makanyen ku be kan to ler zala na marafa mpon na on niveau choafu me las nya mpon na on akuma marafa karzi mun zamu na zan guwa ma kai karnya de patale adam na zan guwa ma to amma ka damba nan be ka bon to na ka polo yina be so ikutua ka mpungu marafa be so nya ka ngu marafa ka baza mele no to niveau choafu nya pa nya be dunya anye do choafu nya anye pa choafu nya mpon na on de ka bi dabla ne bi dabgo nya la so karati nya ka ise ki meta ba iza anuhi marafa ma ya yangule mal kasri se mal ki janta dalama dime soro chu ansibe page amana ke man gaba kazan marafa yina tin yu mpon na de tonu man nyanga chu ansibe page kabi debla min yale so yebe tere maneti yale kabi debla kun yale ne so boavre ka nyu marafa be ka da marafa ne yale tan kazan yina kala pala to bakache na kala pala na onzo ka yanzaba ka paten banzo ka yanzaba kana nyabe yene ko dame so to boavre kazan yina tin yu to chu ansibe mara. That is one. Halela ngube nda yelle ki ka so chante to bondo yawama ka ko chere ka ba miso yela ka so kana te langube ka ba lera na yanga bi de za chance mbala de kayana to pa mi etamala ay mbar tamay tampuna ni vo choma bien to choma bien na chin choma bien bebe zaro zalo be konko so ku to ku izon kumnya nwa chante zabo zabo konko mpon na lo bola cha po manzo fa se garanto zero zante putu zola na tamala ni ba na ndaka na de be debla nyeda yirbo fo kaba ton lero ngum bamire yala ba babe yelo ne be lero ba o ko charma yim palazo kaba yirbo fo ne ba ne bo bagbala gbala mpon na wona di pa chance mala na ngum bo ma chance so sai mala is yela de bay ida kachi be ayam belzable be so ibo avre ka konko yina to dirin yebi debla ton panuta ama ka yina ne marafa dambatu ni yeto ama change polo ka ina marafantin yam pon na on di pa chance mala na on bo ma comment chance mbala ka bideblam yele chele le bideblam bolbo be marafa ka wala ne bidebban ka bidebban yele bidebban ko abor ben chamte titin ka so nga ka nyu fiapta so ta hatan ne passion wata ban mera na yimi ayi bunyen ko na on bo ma na on so ku mi afiapta njene nyeso ka shi so bia mo me na laro mo me ka yisu ku yisna pa kan yaba ka nu pag so ko beluta anam kunya ka so nyoma ka nyu lapse ngome nje so biao nje nje so biao na ozo yin nan ma kaman kan to ku che so ko alban po no lunti yabra ba demano to so ko nan la papa ka ko liro kabi dablan bala alir so kabi to pamia na chimba ba habi ko alir so be ya ko ji ai obitira tana na buo obenye no buo wonje min tana na buo amanguna guble ka wonta ka taga tershama nyam chuanse so ina munkunya for example in my life come on 2-3 attacks nkubalama kaso ka attack makachan kam mobilizing na chimba ka chanta power mponda to yiri bonno la tamal nan to yise ka bi shabana ka ko ler man pona ka ko ayin ka police min yambo ashi tan wurla ya now the dia nan makaran nan ama ka zanfo to dinin yi hankali dinin yayya dama ayin nan dan dila bambutu dan butu ne dijaba to chama te di chote munya ka nyolo be wontu aka nyolo bo marafa mbara nyam chuansi yeto to yana wala mala marafa no ngor piele hayesme marafa no da denda kana ki chanti ji za mara da marafa ala na yama karnan ba kama nyi ma marafa sonya ala nya marafa la sheje sura da de ntak madinuma police station shi on nana bazo zo ko za ka ku bit ba ka ni ku kolera ka abi de tuna bo marafa de tuna no ka no ula mbo marafa so onda ko ka tana mbo shama nyumo marafa is that what you are telling me dinyala anyala life threatening ba kama like when kuama ngo to rongo da mbiedo ko hatri yinyala ba police being bad akunu ni kunye life threatening polengwe ba because ba milare yala so please legalize it ka police bi rijala ka so kammi ka tere marafa ka legalize it kataba certificate be kataba licenses no not everyone but if you want to own a gun report to the police. Please tell the police you want it and tell them the reason why you want it. They will grant you. But illegal weapons man galsi. Mumbe Michel yara. Dabiam zorba. Baleta ma tampune. Bambelkam marafa. Bambelkam marafa. Yatin yari pa chance mbala na umbwa mampon na wore. Zamata lola kam. Masoji akabu ye marafa na bohunu ka marafa. Imi ba ma marafa na haka police miri yara. Imi ba malle. To bidebse mbala bambe yel na balati yel to banye bidebse bo gulla dan sha so yiti borno to onku ko zam defendo man to banye bidebse aka yena bo on to ka bo marfa mon gayan de bideble nyedan dabiam ki zor chama so te mi ko ba biu bo dabiam mala ka bo no man dat bambele cin ma dat bambele cin mi Allah sene marafa ibu mazani ba dam tamane ba yura sha ka so kam ko num do yu karnan malaka man eram to num kayango be oku chanti de pepe obula kwa chan ni laslare haisha kwa la populate mambi ya chanti da marafana what kind of stupidity is this ben now cares up to man go life man just because you think you can buy a gun for which reason I have to go and buy one can bazaar nothing just look at what happened to Ben and White zabsha dem sai ni ukane ko desanti woni yovale apasha woni wora bachara banu minku wora bachara lawo ama ko tipi marfa ma tuntum sambala marfa ira kanimane de rab sa no twi amora twi because marafa ra be me bozo ibanu ho chama bodon na bobo na ntwara pu ne be bo adela na bobo na ntwara pu ne but in the end ye to akam ne to mal ne to noen to akon mal be kazan pagan anayile de male so ye bora for cha to report na yile de male so me tu aka bora ka ba ma di nyere TikTok ko to be Facebook ka ba chan to lapse akotofu ibanda ban lama ni lo to ala TikTok kama no be sham wala ya ma yere bi akuloka ma wona ko tuma yen tu amu de ma katolon radio puni katolon radio mu sompo manan tuso manda pa yele last week la so bo pum ma to ko yere ya to api kare mu so mali ya to aka yen ya tolon radio yule de puni manan decide yere ya to kade can presenters betongo o mining barma it is between myself and that person kama mala dalere otuma makan batuo so hala en telefon baka bank membo la munafici lana to de no ma wura den kane ame de ame kai to abianyele so itu aka to mai kai to abianyele o itu aka to ko so se ki nyeta baka go ya ki banwo mali ya amaka ye marafa na nyu de ya anye de paso kabde to nyu marafa ni vo traffic am to nyu marafa so ri ya anye de so ka bidab ganya mpon na wona aku do marafa kama marafa ka bidab ganya now on niveau traffic nya mpon na di pa niveau traffic nya na ngombo ama de ka bidab lampu I'll say this and I'll say it again. Didn't chat yell at the bump nama. Then ya na joa open trouble official message. The way you know well Daniel Dana. No bon trouble apaya. No bonny so zansen in marafa in the poon. Domiula, depending on me. So when that one plan is a majibu, don't go yale. Domiula, on you let the barna to banwo puni. Can I have the barna? Can you have the charge? Don't want to bala. Man can never man marfa and Caribbean mau. Yellow Munkuna can you so pomar for Guina. Boyna. Ah, ungoing so chusu. Can you marfa lausra? Beso bulaso, can you marfa lausra? Kasu koza noka, unu koza. So I better man look at me. There was one Kabalma. I will say this to the authorities, the regional minister and the RESEC, police and the metropolitan chief executive, and all district chief executive, including Toronto district. Jandi, Warren Kasudi, the Kabalim G, Akubago on Marafa, put him to jail. Important now, that's the final thing, put him to jail. But lady license. How analyze the Marafa, the Mala Anato used to the Melanzano, Bishao, Kabishakam Kanato Zanazano. The Tukubeka license, police then you think you can go everywhere holding a gun just because there's no authority in Ghana and because nobody's talking about that? No. The fact that somebody's quiet about it doesn't make it right. And it doesn't make it nice. No. You are holding it for a purpose. And that purpose is so you buy Africa Zanku, or Boala for no. Tobazaman will go over. So in Yaka shoot, or Yamanu, Tobazaman you. Aye. Torozo Mabe. Jandi, yet are shutting Yaron, the Tune, Hand Yele Najowale, the two Polos of Sa. Now they talk to me to the regional minister. Week one, I'm not too sure I'll be free this week. But God willing, you'll enter Accra, you'll love now. I will make sure I take it upon myself to the regional minister. There should be a way. Mpon now, na kapanela. Timing bombs or katamala kutamema. Timing bomb. It can explode anytime, be shakam to anytime. Simply because one useless person, unkuchantu kunye ulabe. You don't want to pisala, unalango, zanchante di olamba, but you want to capdare, zant, kanzanchante da ida machele marafa be silme marafa. Zanchante zanson, mumbaza na ala june to ashama. Kakumkura. Kobo yikandira. Boy, what kind of life is that? Chimene mane. The BW yedene. Ah, but I'm panu pamti. Na ma beka meka moment memde panu tabakaticha bra pa mampa yalla na la bid bana bombo na mabe bo ma cha marafan mo ngos ne marafan madrade ka la panu pam santaba na enum da pam mampam da pam mampam important papai na joba no nyanga konda yalla ma solo da gunya zote tamu bo kon zabre banda ku yina pam ma shabara ku biara pune bazanya ne marfan ba ka ban ya pala bazanya na tangi suto amma donc jia ne bazanya na ma domi trikutu bale yimla sur lan zamar fayna kardi jene biela ko yele na ci mama da saati balina ya ndaka tolongo mama min da be chodo marfan da marfa manga rayina marfa manga nti merya ona yele bon topshi ka zamar fa manga yina to hay na ma badra yina balle yar malaik dinda besham you know ma nan man yi sezan ma tinye kat mala de tame torozo te puya panka pae nan ma wuya ne be pu biarto zo de ba bande na jo ba domi o yeto anda ko bala now to move forward de man ndan ya na da ganu bolma nan karatu to bo kanda tona pon nchi na ya ntama da da nyame njanto to bo ka dalan pangma sora yamane njiko manda yana be njimi shamulo to aman bara ko tamane bomani entomo malsamba bomani entoma da tunire na yilma malkom dibedi kan yobunu kanda ntalala ka toy yalla nashimba pam manzo katra dakom de sakom yalla 60 packs dan da payobo million once ma katra de so lonso sane katra dale yalla oya na water yalla belshikar bi banda bolti ka taman bat balance katra di ko ma 160 packs zama cha okay so I'm sure then ka ko ma ka da ye zare na jowa zon tulum bala be wala kay bolma odu biela na mo Kwa 60 pass ka tra bra ngule di bishi nda bon zon tout le mal okay so zon tout le mal me ka ban wor ma dabal na ko mazan ni amba to in le rechal ngo na jo wanda bol ni di gule kan da yisi chang to ko mo kan ko ni nanya nara zan ko shay chang bala 60 packs nda nyare ne de zan chante nti na jo wa ka ozanti samba ka bu mara to venyala ga kala lan balga bu million pichi zanti na jo wa ni ozan son se ka yalla ka te kala yilma yalla ti na yilma na yil paisal de mierma ka de nai ne chang bo se pam la changa den tena banti simiti ma ban mo ma de katarga tempo mo pam ka pat na yilma man da chang man da chang tinyele mi ma ne chen de sherma ka chen da bla hande tabe zan chang damba sahaba to nan kana jo wa tweni ma ne to wo damba to so donc we make so you can take this one off combat division ato ye that's fine so nda pagi yabe yen malwona ne zan puro so menu posanto make amale yen malwona photo chaka solo di dran fana so yen malgo yen malwona da ban malwona to won mo do soro moment pa nutu kati chancha pa nutu na chibo ma pa pam yes so o yang wonda ku diti tenda pa lo shepo le bia na me ka te diti banjirgo tenda pa ge to o hol na bon o ra ku cheme o ra ku bola tinai nchabe bede bezanan sakuru ka tradile pam ka saka jirbe ka tradile yabe myang we myang yabe yene dagbang malguna bala ndanya na ititu so na to sa dagbang ka de la mazantima so dagbang malguna tra yele pam na chimo boy ma jezi mo la so benjiro ma dibshina yim ñu puddem lo wala rashid o bara pa me chang to table sahana yila ti jongo to non polo wona to table mi shiri nganga bala bradi sama de la nyama mo so kabra nan le yara njabo benje benjiro ba sham so yabe dagbang malguna arat pa man pam kan yanzu na ci maza hazane anda diti dir sharma nkuti sane tina yi ntabe sakuru ne biya kati yan yisri kalan bolte ntana chaba nan shinkafa balgo shinkafa da dra chang ya pam har ko zon to la subana na ya da bandir shala anda tima na rab zan ni mane ba ye da bang eto da bang mal ko nan ranan shamun titingo sane kala garto ne zanti impaga na yile kana te taditi tenda malage to fo ali photo banda ko chama bala to yambal guna da ban mal guna mbi de so muno shi sun ma sahana man biyon wa kun banda na sahana ma ti table jezi picture mar ngesa tinda za samar man mo now okay so banda biyo tazana so mo ka tinda na ka yina ka biyo tazana so yalla na yile ka dra zayama na yile sambana na bara na biyo bayan sambana da bara ka dra na ven yanga pam din yanga hatin da labar ne ta duwane okay so fine bun mashe ne ku yawa ma me ka kucha na ko na bi wanda tamale ne nkon yema kapsele lo kamen yele macha dan ka ode mananji autonoma ne zaplo no ku verse chamo wanda tamale zaplo ne ban ma won da yele male kan da bagal kawle yi kan program tule no ko en kada radio so tule din kan yan ka duniya za ha ban nan yana na jowara tuma ban ma ka tuma se plogo kan pam ka pa ora ba zandi kallabe nyanga tetete intuma mun na chima ñu boble ñu ma la gasi pam dira gasi pam hadin to zan yushi to abe ñu business kada lan botini tinaye mandata ta ban mo ko habon kun ma jere ñu ma la gasi pam nan yana na tete shelma kada lan malga mbotini tinaye da do so na ne pinsi wa pinsi mo barbara tinaye kuratiti bang da ba yi tinayi kuratiti ka na razan nan bandirgo ntiti so ile ma lere shaba kala anirin di nyama o si chanka tan pam ki be yon ye bu gbara ba tere dan ya nan tuma bun mashin to nun kan yen ji otu ma so me kala su mana video wana ka ben yele ven yanga ba ngo ma na sumsum dan kan yon abe wanda de da ntuma le ma nyu mu jia le na makampa soma ha ya sama man mon bolate ndoko tare has papte be solane aya samna man mayo de betum bala na wi to ko tabro so to dum le yisra bazana dum le ma mi ba bayan to ka za la ngule za ngule za la an ko jeho ma ha to ko ma ayo mun kan dan ya na ko ganu bol no kana to bu ayo mun ko pa ma bi ayen na mun ko bula ayo na no ka ki ba be ban tan da post TikTok ka sheje chap ko pera an to ya ko pire tu mo ma don ye wula o yin so mo la opportunity pa so rin yeman ma bo so ka rin yeman ha wona tu man so ma fancy gadam ha ka united babe won kala la hankal banu tanto pour na joba katil arabi kan kam zamiye da iya ama ko kan ta turmo so bi sort of Adugalli no shamai basa chante yele fancy gadam ko babu o ku dam noble ba no za chante zampa o za dorti ba mierma de banna ama ka mun pour me gadam so kan ta turma ma banne ma mun to ku turma la to emba no ngomba ba mai ko mbang ba de to viki di jama ka fi be ndan yana kan nablin bala da ban zukum bala wata to tie le ka ntum ganu bola haka yana shi abe bonta be shi la ya ni obanin ya dan to kule ni shi sabe sable largo shi la ko raya habin da tabum ka tana bitra pakra tu ka centan kana ba page yene da ban mal na raya ma ni nawso no bu da son tule ni yala kan na rabu hafes nan be yala nan kule ni yen gbe to bo man kan ba kama na yiro ni mbe sur kanna na o ma tra ko pame na jima ni ruma da kalsi ka bonta na mi ku tabu sampa ma nyang ma ora labre o labre mo tera da ba ngomba chante labre bo o ntamati na chima kata bangza na ta ni yala ko ra boy ni ba izan yerma nan so nan ba male na bo ma ta bishi na bola in yala me tikkan mana ka ni ma blockate haka ta pakulu ba ka chantan chera titiam page ka bo mara ta da ba nan bozo tra de dra chan venyela ma nuku bona ya shape to ngonyela dansana. Okay, so let's move forward. Let me play this from the video. Ndadi Alexan Shele naile lala Alexan mama ti valbo yetu anda yele kanda ya na yertu ni olere ne katinyeti yen nsham ka lala la ti valbo ma ka balg be karaja kafre nda yelole lala yetu ama midra chu pam domi umma gbaggo galagambara be shama na jo abijira de zo ora so aka yelle no abijira de zo to zo kam ko yen na zo talan zo yebin police ha sojaran ba kala latima wo falbo ka da ya kafre ni onyala munyan nangle to zo na jo wana zan zin shele zantin bara ni o ko salo tin bara ko salo won kamen falbo so am valle ama ye pan wona ko sai to hala ay soara dabsel kanna ka babiyan baga to dit baga na jo wan baga ma na kalo che pulun tolan faga bai lala ko bondo wo yama mi ani yela bon ko bi ko che la dare ma ka pucca ba iso de bu vielo ka ba nang la tin le keyo am bai la pulun nang da kar mala ka ba na kala wo che pul bi authority ka be regional minister kan bi MC kan we nang lo nang ben shaw die to kan di yartu ma lala party dat bang ma ozon da na jo wa yela ni onyala wo yan yi sesando so make so give me the video ndadi Alexan let me see if I can play it from here katinya tinda zan Alexan Shazanti yalla na do ma tuma mi speak ma ina da shati insha so nan turu mo ka ne intana ka mane na ta murta sha ama an shi ne yan banda so mun kana pam to amana yin wa kan bakara ne bu garan targa samman sampana kan sa ba ma so ne jano ma non so tele pam hale to yi ne yere na to ta ro na po pam ka ba unkwen sala tanachi maza bale tamale da mara to munne na zo ba bo ma zo da da to tamale to ma to so da ba ya ba da me tra ko munne to abe ka tele mun de ya ka bi bi bo mo yi to da nan ya so do me ti jero na ka ja ra da te a shetin mun ma da ba sai shi na jowa to zo na jowa tempo ba ka ba ka tanachi maza na ke ne ta shetin da ta ma de pam di ci jantu na kala bal play na kala zan dun muzamba dun kwance ka bi har ma can ban yara na kala su din ta kala bi har ma nan ban yara ci ba ba ma mutum su ne politics ma ce maka da police ma ka ribu tutun ne ba tuma ban yara ka ya shaidan mun dun be yi no ma yayi na yi no bi sha ku to balle to dan zan la ndamba zan la ne ko mbin mitin ne ba sha to amma ya shaidin bai yawan ma da raka hankali farbulan bai yawan da gina mu da bagatin yannan sha ka laratin mu ma farma ka rabale da yanci ka haji dikwan fana karabiche wa dana mazan chaka ma famiyar ma be tamarma so do be mara fama or kan yenu amoti bendirisha ka da kursu ko ni na to bon ma azan nu pa ma dinyara tinya to do ri mu tro bon nu ka to ta kanna ula ka tiyan ka tivalo ma ci ka poma sa to be ka da to yunde dan kanna to ro na fa mira ko zan mun ta ma zan hazan ne irin le repuni yan chaka yayi na tapal chepo ka ta ma fa ma ka tare amma sai yan nan policeman ba mallam ya tara da bi kullan ba su na yi sai ko cha to wani na yi ma mai ga na mi zo mu to in sha so ka lo chepo no to yere ka sha to akso uban ko na jandi to na le ka de mal zanti nandi kay fa pa tu ko ko mo banka pa le social media ma ben tena zumo ki ko ka mana to dia da samo ko ya banka pa na dia ko ka te kana o problema tabla ti kana ma manche ti ye kan ye karanta da mu do mo ya su ben ti dia na ka da da te a cikin mu ma da pasarci najowa so najowa tempo banka ba ka san cikin masa na kai ne ta shedin da ta ma da jan pam di ci jan tuna kala ban play kan lan zan din muzamba don kwance ka bi har ma can ban yara na karan su din ta kala bi har ma nan ban yara ci fa ba ma mutum su ne politics ma ce maka da police ma ka ribu tutun ne
okay so
to puya panka pai ere wom pale itba na joba yon dondone en sabara te sa pai ka antimenu po kara zan alisa sergent son ko bara ti fira pam to fira ma traba to ma o fira ma on the catch it was a personal issue between myself and him no yet to andanya so rati alisa ma zone ntite pam batraba male ne tembele da ba to no yet to makale ni yeshe only male kama le yere on da yel ma sham kan yere ma ba da yel sham bon na yere na sura palga pam ka ne o be bier de zo so nyira wonyan le yisi le rezo ka mbo malang zanti lela nang sum shedem bete bi polon wasun sunma ba ba ne pasara ne na chimba to rezo mabe tin sayi in fact ra bela na ya after bon to matra bela ne bia o yonkuna ka ne to ko to cha de changwele tin yala banyen ngare gushao nti minu po gushao ka gusha na yele to amatra na chemo ne pasara nda bolma yu pam Adugalli Radio fans ban ko be gushao ne te kan na gushao and it's true president na ko for the first term kan da chi gushao in fact 2020 elections landa bala kan da chi gushao ne yabona na ra to botbaro ka ndalan to ran ra be gushao ba tra ko chamo lan lamna ya pam kan da gare nti gushao nanti mi no pozanti yalla gushanuma be pu gushanuma do mi wula be nyala ban boran yalla pam so tra ken ma ne don da inshallah mbe tire pictures na tele to ama yani eto gushao saptana les ampures sont zanta mun lanye MPP constituency secretary kazan pour son ti atuzo boss katabondo boss les ampures sont zanta na chima ma zai sura palgi pam katra yin ma na to na pon ntwe karga tinda twe karga tra chante puhi karga nama tra chan Jetta FM of course make if I have the video of Jetta, pictures of Jetta in kargama jandi anto ngole tra chan Jetta FM yala Dr. Mohamed Amin anta karga MP nira zang usually zanti karga nama to de puni ka ilero Jetta FM bala tanda paga karga kada chante puhi Jetta FM maestro dem yala bambi watitalo na chimma za bambi karga ina mpwe jishai second vice chairman yalla gushaku constituency wala to mo pan kabul arante da petro ba onda kunyeto rawa mi wono do mansham tinda chan Jetta FM sambana ko ora nyeti na chimma so ra palgia pump tinda che karga kati karga kana nan to tzane nda mbati so nda ku yishin ba ku gongale tin kana nan to za on balle ka tzane mpopwe yalla nan to nama kara nkara saflugo to saflugo ba ha safu tra ba she saflugo do lurno ba ka tie ku shele yala kumbum tie no sama na ba chanza tunto chan kumbum ntide mpukulma swali na zampuro sunzanta o kada raida ni ko be ankara ka yamana yara ko to kurma bukata pam yi bor be yele kam kan ko ko chanti dire no moto to karga ma mo tensa de mbe karga mo so tensa te ko mon kulma tensa changa ite de ntopwe so ale de o brother na kana ka te changti ntopwe so ka sai kumbon nanchana tamale to so tenzam pabza te tarzanti na biwa tule ne onda song nditi ntiti sanle shele be wote yurlum shele ngoma ti ni mana kata pwe yalla na yele yalla pamba kamza habe na yele sambara na yele na chimba taba security ma so janman police ma kayi ni mana chanta pwe da bang malgo na o yele malgo na mbara na zan police on zanti da bang malgo na ora to man pam na zantiti kayi ni mana pwe PRO ndan ya na man PRO kapu secretary kapu dun ma za ba so ra palgiya pam na para banda ni babra mi na bang sham wa we na mai yurlam pam man yare ma ibu dol ma gora problem ambara ni ku ka si to mo jar kan malayrum ibu barba ma ina sanza so no mi yedat bang ma so ba mi yon ma so ba mi ban ma ina ba zaska ba mi tibba so ti ka si to yara ba le to ba we chala am bang na won to ma yin dol ma go mpon na won am bang na pasher ni mutur mo anje am bang na pasher da bang ku ta amna ku yi kaman tamale hay tamal ma ba ku ta amna ku be kaman cengel na am bang na pasu bay ko tanto ko to video on ko yalan tuwaza kana nyama agalo dangzao ka on ku mum tamla ya ka ko tuwaza to mun ni voma ambi to mun nan ambi ka be so pagra tu sha tun ma ka ko en bi ne hala adua dabnya na ma 50% be wasre ka ko to video da tu ngara ya ma tu abatu ama karabatara to mun nan la mai bora won bi ka hu so to ko garma na kan kuma zala garam ba ka garam to ma matura ma nan la atwe kan kullere ntur hama ben pile ba na anyin pile kan nan tuwa to hala garma ka buma vare kan ya zala so ba ka so dan kan bon sat be ko be shelma to ma bu tur la nira to gon sanya la tu na on ka tuma to ene mini ka jera ka hankal ma bale la gadam de shin France ma banku ka hankal ci mpon na la Jones ma banku duel me mon ku yero o musicien ye to karba viala ban sa to ko de tunete président babanga tunete président babanga ni changa yerete ma cha e mi nyero ne par nutima ba yuru be yura be para nu do mi wula ben chatin ning ma de vielme to rezo ay bona selo ba par abanga yelmo ko banon de viala aya to rezo ti ka ti yerte criticize musicians ka ti yara banga dem bi ni ko to wote tin ya shango do for wo kare de to ana kan ko en ka ti ba for wo kare what's it called? Because we still have some pictures to show. But pictures mazambala. Yes, till Senegal mambala. Okay, so that's fine. The man numbozo. The to anakata picture ngoma. Man up in yele pi. Dem da yisun soe kambia ankara pour ka yisun soe ka fana gerger teacher in yargal nama. Mpanyera netem. So mble ngargale. Wumi ya to ango. The person tanzo be so wona ma be so no mushaka mfu. Mamara pun baya mal kawle. Ya karashe ne biongo yere bina kin yarma yipana yike kyarishi unkwan yarma yebe shatin yan torozo man shi da tongo yalan yele nyunkuto ji ayenga kana yele ni so yituma man de gargo to yandila ma gba no la tuso wula ka ba yezu na no lo tuso kale yesu no tu awin go de gargo kada tari yo ye to aya empilma te pa yina ya yitin so wona yi bon to wona to ye to aya pilo wumi ye to ka le bol wel ngo wula kay nyambeto yesu zala abiyashram de ma da biya da turnir ba le tur bangara yan nama ko ki chokotu har ka won tun na ba ke ran bagarage ka on tu songo won tian tu ken o ni bi tu anye won non soro ma jusqu'à marma man bi no soro cher di pa chercher ji yo to abayel mo do ba soro wula ka on ba soro ka tur zala ka zala won yan labska je non pa soro nyam tum barlam mpa soro karje karje de la mo do de pare dan yin ba ko zantu mun kon to la yunu kutura ka telas ka na pa soro man kar soro man soro za ku nyama to tuma kama 1 year 6 man kan baga kama ndra baga gar shamma amma ka to ku tole kar malla kama like ka adu galaba mala do tuna jalan woni boashi pa ta pa sara manya annashinya bobun problem bala mais il ne me yobu sama I don't know bi ko difile ku ku difile yiran nirba biara ngoma da hankale mbuar ban sharan nan nirba daban pul nim pon na nirba biara kama ame na won dan daban o kama ban mai hankale babu ya alala pon na cha ke kan kujela yeto daban ban mai hankale babu ya alala yanti ya ba ko topse pamia hankal wa kalense be hankal kalense bia go pure nyama yeto ahye na yele wula ka so won yan tuso unity pa yune kadira ma won te lapse anya ka shege shoka che ne close to long radio cheka abaka na to close to long radio mala kan yere ke no ko tuoba ko tuoma ka won bayiro to hankale wona yana close to long radio ka kar ka dalere de dalere yedana de dalere kan tirma dalere ma ministre dalere shalma nyama ya nyun kani ni anku kan nan shiam yele ya zala nyinde yele ama zala win yelma bon kobre video wakati me bon kobre pa mbag ma pati so man yere me yene man ja bor shel ka man yele ya من يلما بن شعبنا للن يلي يدفع لن ينكن يل بن شعبينا من جمع كان كيمان تو كيمان بن شعبنا ما كو جمع كان كيمان تو رزوم به كيسلي وona kan yeto har ya la Accra ba Maccasio shuma mbu bon ntan karanta nan interview ka so boma o amma Maccasio wula nye yeto amma fa kan lapse kai na ne bo so kama lapse to ne la hakuna so zaluma mamma fa sa gadam basabra wumia yeto anwo irin da bo for bo karnan mallak man kasai kaman ngumalsi nyala inama kaman garya dadban kaman milisa garya dadban kanon popular garya dadban kaman jinma garya dadban kataman nanam jirfila kaman politician ka dadban maljima kaman wa kaman no jirfila fonu kayan ku yese hala fon da asam na manaka ka tiara kaman no mangum biela lango kamal darza da masa maljima ma man kaso ni yale ibam busuru ko manwo ina masole la bo ho kan ku bohar ma ka shele what is wrong with that so only yes so dembie amanye ni to yel man dembie bio to try me yale so nda chama ni kuna tin man be sha yel be sha en nan be sha ma ba nan ba ha ni e time kama na tara ka yimma la yiko shele kama yi kare in ku to yel shele kama yi yel ma fine ambara adugalon ku to yel shele ntala ira mala la yiko dan da sama ma a shey kare yiko ni stop ma kan be yel yetwa shele yi kare yiko a shey ku kare yiko kama lai ka atuma bangos wakan tuwa bang lapse kazan fu ula kifo yelen ya brita kama o Adugalli wonde be treti tu ka wonya yelbam pa soro so men pa man soro man na ko sula ku ko la jia ba ku ko la ezan pa bishabon zan tipue bia zan so tipua ga ma be twi ashirin nan yele to me ma bana ka ya lan yele to akinya ka ti alan kporge cha put this on record the entertainment banka entertainment to lan tama won jia won yule the bangan kare de me fan kane de me yeto ankara pour kan yelen zambo wile mpo na wona de banga kuto to ma wil tijas asha mo musician nkadat bang ne to to ma wile da la wona wumia da la wona wumia mana ma pen yelle irma abada na ma ka wasto na ma flash na ma bana ma bannan katra na interview fa banna bi shows na katin da cina ntin na underground MC na ba to bano to min wako o to don Adugalli to don Adugalli dole nge yule be tanam tan tadu to fa banna ma irum ay kon na ma juna nan kan yarma irum akarma ma fiya na ma ba keke sinema bolen ya ba banna to ya ba ma rai na ba ya ha ba man ba de malatarse bien yelle paration de malatarse to rozo sokuto to man yule parliament ta yule mpon na yibol banga kam yule to yule ka nyira nguto to ma yule mpon na woni mayi bola juli nyen yule nkuto to ma yule agara mala yule ka chere mala yule boli ya ba yule mon gara yule dadba ka wa yan so bo yule e tu shege ntaka ka ba na ti yele lapsa sasia ka ran ka wanye abo bole za ala yule bo ban tuma ya ira be ka to bonu yule mala jiru wala ha ko o julti na ki bon ma ina mballe pire yule 2021 ina mbaye na bo bole so yule e mi yule ni yule lo shepu 3 ans wiye chante pare ye toi to cheka yele toi on mi abasa la vidéo za chazante mama mi la ni mama blan bon ne ka on ka ti tirma history mpo now man daw je mbon mbang la ni ra mbela ye polo ka so sen bon da wala na Adugalli zitu mabo habu hama da na download video ma kama kun mele ko kuje so on kuche ngomba no madi katante yone ninda nyala bombo ma mbe 2009 2000 mamba milala nirma But such a person is a liar. Come on, yeah, my you have a tamle. But what was I to go boy? Yelling yama, I will have it an attention for, but don't go and lie on me. Lie on. And let me put this on record. You could was so you've been telling it to Anne. Yell me, yeah. Mbizan Fancy Gadam industry. Come on to industry. I've said that in Accra. No, because I'm part of one. I've said that in Accra, and I will repeat it. And I will repeat it again. Mbizona industry money. Chile Jarlam Kawunya. The Kayan man of Gadam. In your front page, in the front page, the word front page, man, critically. Front page. Front, you go front page. My man create la you make a front page that can work as on that be tablo song that I created front page as a company. Come on, front page. Man, cutting your in is happen be a front page. Come on, nakane. Front page that can work as on that tablo song number bay. Also, phone a be na fans go tablo song. Man, take a picture man at the but tanle. I start a book company. What my why can create a front page. I created a cut in that front page. My one created a man carapone. Nda carapone. Make it to a man chankata. But Dime Soro. Don't give attention to some people. Nkuju left. Go back at it in history. Yeah, Anima. I don't know you, you don't know me. Man, you. You're pulling your umbrella. And this foolish presenter, he be to bone inform man like to discussing it. Sharon is working in a bone program. It's a different I'm not check up now. You could tell the bone inform man up to the feeder. Dime Soro. I don't like that. Mamma Pachang Yatoshang Yarmazo. Yet I shall down can chena into your Fancy Gadam yet ama. In Amla Yakan Fila. My Chang Yadazo, Mamma Bandit feel like him born. I fancy Gadam to Mamma Bandit feel on put now. So in Jalan Caracol fans for the book. Come on, could I take care of it? In Yellow, Carana, can get all top, European topics. Kate radio station to discuss. In former station Bamba, and your video on former station. In a Lanka use. So Manaku station, my Kulanka Yen and Shamten and Yenaba. She jumped a Zang and Bar and I counted Abamima yet. Where do you know me from? You can me a I've never seen you. Manage me. You are telling me that and you see Chumanaba believe you. Yes, I'm not saying nobody should discuss me, but at least don't matter looks like. Yes, I'm on board. You can discuss me if it is true. Why not? Go ahead. But I'm differentiating now. I'm the born and Pierre-Poo. There's like a mala banter with somebody. I don't want to engage somebody to give him name. That is it. No one can give me history. My history. I borrow history. Come to me. Ask me questions. Like on send a video what can is it true, man? It's a lie. But nearby how fans can go to my history. Mama fans can work here go to my history. But let Zaparos or my history. History. He cannot give it. Or meaning in a lordship. Man, in a lordship, woman meaning in a lordship. No man in fans got a man on ye fans got a boom. But Malamo, you know, my you will not be a make make Lazala popular. I made him popular. Halazan put an to share it. Chimia. Because all Maccasio was already talk about with Pane Sports Stadium and Pioneer Lord Dalura del Capaja. I happy. When we were doing it, where were you? 2012 when I came as Zavid. Man was almost on me. Can create our scheme as anti-Fancy Gadam Maccasio Banamaza. Just to elevate them. Where were you people? Now you're telling me that no carafune. Come on, move your foot. Trouble and never no money. The car stone that you now car stone. Walk our stone on too. We are talking about people are filling people to 4,000, 5,000 people at the stadium. At the time, we don't want to show Carapel corner. When you buy Maccasio be found, we don't want to show Carapel corner. Today, somebody's getting 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000 people at the stadium. What happened? What triggered it? Binchan Talena, Bolet Talena, don't know the create Mazanta. Benjamin to our background history. Ninja left and right, cutting my background history. Please, I don't want to be in a banter with any station. Come on and promote a radio station share. When that happened, I'll come at the radio station. So me Canada, I know Shaharani and oh, number manager to the radio station. Me work a station shed as a chance to switch on to station Mabagarmaya, the entire station of Bopama really, Bopama Jima, Bopama influence. Come on, chances on my chances in Marca. So let this be your first and last. I'm warning you. May I my interview. If you want clarification, WhatsApp me, I'll text it to you. But don't carry false information about me and make it look like it wasn't a Mangara station, you look at Legimazo. So you want to bring me down to elevate our radio station? Meanwhile, I bomb tabga na chamba. Meanwhile, radio station man tele yule. So ni ma na biere mbo. To ne ba kuru babaya. So e bela ngum ya kama ntale. Sheje tuma on. Okay. So Sharon, yet my mati kare do mato umla yeto anama. Ban malmo so ndi yalla ba shanda chankala ka kuna kan soti isla. De pala ka banda inda shela da be njela so. Ndan la lama ni ban ne to nangle ka be shabana. Mra nangle. Nku yalla psia. Itam na kan sai banam ni manam zan table ka be shabana. Mra nang ya. Nang ya ye nang sha. Final mala. I have done it and that is all. Be wala pala. So iya ni shirka ma to la ba tilige. Bon malamo foi kanale. Iya ne shabba nan ma nyusha nunku to ti fancy gadam nunku to kuyi. Di pa shirki ma na un po ma gun tanware. To chale ya. Mpo na wona. Ko fancy gadam man tel salma ye yele ni ka che so be to tell so be to nya so be zan cha na ile so be zan cha police station. Opposition do na un po ma mpo na wona. Itala yebele kana wazanta ma bio. A chimney money. Bon malamo ni pa na won so kuto ku so yure. Mami na won ku nampa kan nam obia ka cha onon puwa ndwai ama pa ma ye bi won wel bi ba ye bi o de ndi o mi. Boletale. Na won nye pa ma. Ka na won nye do ma. Ka la ki kan kala shema. Ni pa na won ban chima won. Ni pa na val ibu mazan ni bang. These people. Zon ka en na ye to. Ambra bon na won ka so ka te na. Flesh that bang kulati that bang atorfa denda to sharan to amble men denda sama kan kulati yarma kay to sharan da sama no umponda denda ku sama lanya ka bala higida do ka fa ko to no that bang ko to nan ban nyongo lana 60 pass of water ka sa chantin danya na mata za na mbara fa ga na to wasiri na yile ku de ya pai da dachi bo mel na yile o man nan la kawla ka en tuban kar pa that bang ka tora kana ya mayan yella fa sa gara ko to ti wasiri na yile kana ya that bang kan tora on les pas d'abord il me mazanin ban cheka la on chankara ka so la chantik to mu ku gulu yitugo be te ka poaso ka no go yalla le to anam cheka go kala jifi la ki cero no boye buiza malmo entertainment wala ka redu be tamalaka mi tab so taw jira ki de i tab hali banim yete be dan ka te be dam dara mpon na ko dan do kan be dam dara jinima so ka en prongo be sur ko so mprongo zan be tir poso en tourmane kata na man ko to gar an majire yam garwa zan yi dangi ban zan table yi ban ka bata gala ban ka biyan foolish people de late palma so che kar na tar de zan targa yele kula won kabe put na kar radio station kam no mu yaki ban ka topics I'll give you topics aka tu to pan station aka kule aka yeto at la radio station then you go you can use me current that all man ka wason la magru pa mi bo hay ka like Kawaston, yarma ashara. So ko kala TikTok na hay ban yima na radio ne na en betiro Kawaston be yima na radio ne. Kawaston be yima na what I'm doing on radio Kawaston has never done that. Yo am bohanle. Obi yima na radio ne. Kawaston be my air program. Obi my program, obi nangle. Come on that bangona tumbi pambe mo yogun summa. So you ka respect so ka tiro jilma. Ka won so ku chante zang so Carlos ko razan chante zang jilo program. Shara you were aware of it. As Arakane. But I posted the Nran Basachi. Mamma, I'm sure it's Abrakati and chat and dada video Kurana. And take post of DJ Carlos at my woman to a Chile company to an tournament Kawaston. Zankubara. Kawaston knows me more than Carlos. Carlos sometimes your program. Katon dead Kawaston. No, yeah, man, you should call ma. No one yet like a Kawaston. It is not my duty. And whose duty is it? You brought somebody to level an allegation against somebody. The person, you know that person very much, very well, more than DJ Carlos. I mean, man, come in and know what they do. Because I want to entire interview. You can't even vote to interview in the Fancy Gadam. Go in our back, I was in our back. Go day Kawaston. You told in yellow jury, no yellow Kawaston for.
Maybe he didn't have.
Hey, yeah, I'm not going to get to a year on me, man, young Carlos. So you talk about it, I can't challenge you as Sharan. What do you, and you know me better, what do you do? He knows. That was the first time. What I was like, we chanted, no, I could parry do tamal first year, first was on parara chanty, Jiwe doing Kabaturma, Internet says Lepune. That is on my case. My case is that Menabazara. Shara isn't so no tutura. What do? I either bring you or I call you on phone to clear your name. That didn't happen. First one, can tata can manager Bally Macanfo. Second one, Colanza Carlos and come to Turma. Benchimo is such a person that you think that I should be in good relationship with him. Now only you. Kabana on Kawaston. Kuzanka Carlos and Chicago measure Pama Zaka on Coco Asian to how to defend my. But what I should have done was to call me or give me. As to run a Caribbean who Canada, that's another case because I boil man and Canada program, Ben program entirely, Qatar station, maybe I might not come. But just by calling me and give me the opportunity means that, oh, Arab Sheda. I could come back and I some an Arab Sheda. I'm a info, handles on her text message. Carlos are yellow. Oh, boy, Sharan Yamadipo Shalada. Why would I bring somebody like Sharan to talk against the tell? Can present about Lara, canon what? Come defend, come be to airtime, come call to clear his name. But and you still want me to
think our stone or deliberately.
Young point now when I talk our stone Carlos.
Oh, come on.
Sharan, Tommy Azalima, this is come Kazoyo. What is in you? Kakusa yelle. Now Benaman Libes Jenny. Can you ever turn about Chas or Mazan Zanfu? Mika stone young bazaar. Point now. Kara respect Roma. Katapaye Panakasokanya, and still you wanted me to keep quiet? On the basis of a million to the so on social TV. Kabazan will example, you TV. Then you think that Manbana Maria Shalama who form a cab using the Carnation Cabana. Then Kabla Diamond Carlos Dam Tabby, Puna Chabang in Yeshua. That was what happened. More regretfully. I cut to turn Bellin. You regret him and costumes of the now, regretfully.
But you have a good relationship.
Man, come on, and I put from the beginning. I was put, so I was
that he played a role.
I was protecting it. Sharon had a drama. Kayam Kuma, Monday Yale. Sharon. So if someone let's just take my journey in my radio career. So Otopa Jama, Kapali Makama competition.
Does he really not like you? Or should Kuja?
Or we check him out. Sharon so you Cause I'm so chances you do. Calling apologize by Arab channel lamba parara munu yeto kabo yelma za he didn't give me an opportunity, he didn't even call me can chant a later quoting no vale can no jirfira. Then you took Carlos again man you pamani why come
so are you saying that Omin Carlos interview was planting to insult you
Kurana Pans office
no because you are not in the sat
Mune, I Sharon, my million will be my cat to Kunao. My name is Basha Abalala. Madame Datorum, or my city one. Mammy, or my Abela, Amira, Katukuna, Bazana to Probazana to the woman. Oh, my love, you different Carlos. Can you, Carlos? Who could differ? Can't you? You Mamma, you cannot be Bumblakuna. When the boss of Kanya. Mammy, Mila, so can you? I'll be you. Can't defend. So, in short, look about the child is the solution. People raise that concern. Can make a over take our stone, over take our soldier, cause on your Malaka. Majimaya, Sharan, Mountain Majimama, I could ask to Majimam. Perhaps Bishakan, Cabinet Majimama. So, Betala, to Champayella, no, oh, Helka stone doesn't want to do a name but to Rojima, to Hala Ben, my mate to Jima, Cacao stone, Nama, and Puna Bent by Jima. Karami Buffer. I was so near to you. So you won't be a banana being to Jima. So ultimately, the kind of man can my chance because you think that he's older than me. Try it. My brother, you not that TV radio station. I will meet you halfway. No more. Cancel when you see. But when you leave yourself, I could tell you that people step on you. Makacha, Mamla sadly, and Uncle to my yes or to my yes or to my year come, Malama. Because Uncle to come ye but Pama ye. Come on, but I know like Tarishima. Come on, ye gara ye. Come on, go to Zangala. Tiwadi. You be an amateur now and you can now want them now. Katule Bank. So let me put this on record. Entertainment industry money. I will respect you until you disrespect me. I will give you back in folds, thousands of folds to you now. And that's my principle. I'm not kidding. Kawaso, in my interview, come over Kawaso, you over that Pong Morana. You know my interview, because I can't jump it. That's the type of respect I gave. But you took colors there to insult me.
No, maybe it came just.
It didn't come. Just look at
the interview.
You're some Kurana Kampuka and Chella. You're so I'm a smart person when it comes to that.
The program is a court setting.
Yeah, like Kalala.
So
no. Necessarily. No. I didn't watch the video.
Issues around him was all over.
Did you watch the video?
Which one are you talking about?
So what I defend?
No, which one? I've seen a lot of videos.
What
so
I defend?
Which one are you talking about?
Or I am no popular school, no Bama.
I've seen. Okay, I've seen.
You heard that one?
Yeah, I've seen.
Kayama, no radio put any voice on look interview, any voice in your fancy. Palpably lie. Except that you are telling me that even fancy.
So you wanted Carl Stone to probe him further.
Some man will yell me. That's why I would respect Carlos than Carl Stone. Because I'm not going to yell. So I'm not going to yell. But on yell now, man, you present what you elect challenge to you. That nine me so
probably at that time okay information.
I agree.
As to Carlos,
I agree. So I agree. To go no information. To go and the program finished. My name was mentioned, and my brand was indicted. The program man, what happened as a sensible person? What would you have done, Sharon? Before man and God tell me. To go talk about me. Program man, what would you have done?
Okay, Zala, you have also been brought to the.
That's right. Or given opportunity. Even explain it. But that opportunity was not given. And even with that, I thought I could call him apologize by the business. I never meant to do that. You either come and explain or I apologize. Simple. That didn't happen. Hell knows what happened now. Cause on did, mommy. It's cause.
It died off.
No, I'm clear. I'm clear. No, people make you look. No, video. Cause me problem. Somebody said that. Some people said that. Nika was true, mama. My number 2 No one. So you think that I could just wake up and stop respecting Sharon for nothing? So, Lalaina. Babe, chanted. I can boazala nung zalakazala nung. But then come up clear.
So being Yel Shalom is recent. I am so Yel Shalom is recent.
Just recently. No, how come let us Carlos video couldn't to manage I can go. My dad died trying. But people want to marry us I don't respect because Kawastone no can. What did Kawastone did to me? Only the thing so comes out. I am pretending with you. Mamma Kalala, but was on a feature money. My dad didn't want me that. So it took to my Carabavia, Baker Badwanma. Man pretend Kamuno Gora. Kawastone Minangla, on Kawa, and Banamaza, Banco. Fancy Gadam Gifis Azam recently before Oshuma. Hands around the to a kafila. That was why I can Carlos drew at Baku or Kunkotan Ensma. But Sharam, before man got tell me.
But after the show, he had an interview.
But Abu Borno, the last Sahama is a concentration and Carlos, but Abu Dirfila. That was why he wasn't made even the MC with Carlos. I'm giving information like a Yarama. I'm giving an example. And the example here is that Sharan. The example here is that Beben born the Yina. But when that happened, can you say Selim Bala? You say Selim Yamaya. So to Balata Alaka yellow. Charambo Bono, Fancy Gadam
without bringing it on air.
And Yelamia, to I chunk to yell air, never has Zaron and Nishikama.
Yeah, probably Borla.
Kayela, so Kayela, so my yellow member difference in Bala.
But you want it on the scene?
No, the thing is on the scene. The truth of the matter is that you can't be pretending come Sharan, you are Fancy Gadam and your presenter. Come pretend come kafila. Come pretend ha kujenero bank to extend that come one hand to do not back mazo. General Kubana kafila. Sharam, do not know that she don't to push Nakananga. Come on, Maccasio kafila. Can general bank. Oh my yellow can come most Richard the pony. To la lambala. So you take Kalala, oh, I do better. Don't hear me, in Yamano, in Yamama, Maccasio, Fancy Gadam, in Banashia, which are she so cool. Oh, Adugalli was okay. Why would I go for an interview? Shara, you have the guts to sit in your room and tell me what to talk about. You don't like what I said on the radio or on the interview, and you are insulting me. Tell me what power do you have?
Let me tell you what I heard from other people.
Why, Shara?
Like Shabda Malla, this view that. Mostly Timala problem with young polo media houses pushing good artists from here. Among and all that. So some were of the view that was an opportune time to market our industry, to sell our industry to them. But yes, you did some aspect of it. But another aspect, they thought that the history you brought between you and Fancy from the past shouldn't have been in the conversation because of how far you guys have come. So, Shabba view the Shambhala that I was here.
So even if that is your view, let's take it that it is your view as well. I'm presenting the Shama. What is wrong with that? Even let's just take it our view, Look at the way you presented it. Couldn't you come and tell me that, oh, Adugalli, I'm partnership on the last stage, but you know, Fancy Gadam because that banku, you know, that didn't happen. The Chamantaro when you would look at them and current rights. Come on, both come on, Ningley. So the Chamantaro. Otherwise, people have reached out to me.
But you know, some of these followers.
Because some of these followers,
most of them.
So
don't
it
really
is.
understand
So
the
it
game
is.
like
It
that.
is. It is. That is the reason why I can born an example program in Shapingly. You know these recent followers. But maybe what happened even before, even with Fancy Gadam before. Maccasio yere take time but maybe what happened. So if I have this platform and I can use it to shape and correct people's perception about me and Fancy Gadam, can't I do it? What would be wrong about that? The difference comes out to put now with Shahra Yamanakan Yere. What I did and said on radio in Accra. So why are you forcing me to lie? That is one. Two, if that is your view and their view, Tamale is part of Ghana.
Yeah.
I don't have to disassociate myself with is Fancy Gadam the only musician in Northern region? No. So did you know that yet Arabian can yell can correct if Arabian can yell praises anti Fancy Gadam? Do you know? But I yell it. Arabian can yell like Caraviela. Did they praise me and thank me for saying that for Fancy Gadam? Yes, Arabian can yell like Caraviela. Ara umle. Ara ka so yet tama. Ara ka so na musha. So the Katale Mia Pam. What it means is that you do kula yer dim biama akasole natuma.
I see.
So I am a justice person. I'm not saying that I hate Fancy Gadam, but his fans wanted to look like by force. Each and all come, Sheman yell Fancy Gadam yet to Caraviela, even when it is wrong. Because when you ask me what brings myself and Fancy Gadam together and what made us go apart, Sharan, Mamisheri. Sharan, you think
But
so?
no,
Sharan,
no,
there was some question to present as well.
They might not know that you are even apart.
Money?
Most of them.
No, yell me. How be cool with me?
Down south.
No, but
Might not know that
but
you
the
were-
question,
you were
the question,
apart.
no, but the question was, what brought you and Fancy Gadam together?
Together.
And I gave it. Cut the pie yell, be sharing chekamlo lakane. It was a full story for them to know that the year fashion was there. How Fancy Gadam that part of the police station. For them to feel the sympathy for me because Ndila Wala to go to report my police station. So when the story is coming, I will have to bring it for people to know that. Finally reported me to the police station. But then was so are you telling me that interviewing a man because Fancy Gadam is involved? That is one. Two, did you know that I mentioned Wish Child, I mentioned Rich Kid, I mentioned Maccasio, I mentioned Fadlan, and let them know that these are talent in Northern region. Was it a good thing or a bad thing? That was a good thing.
but-
Who praised me for saying that?
Yeah, but I think they expected you to spend a lot of energy in that aspect of pushing those guys, the new face, the new generation.
Who
to them.
expect? No, the question was not about that. The question was Fancy Gadam.
Yeah,
You heard that question?
You could twist it.
No, I won't
If
twist
you
it
wish.
because the truth of okay, fine. I'm not look at the third topic, man. The truth of the matter is that Fancy Gadam, we are not in good terms.
Till date.
Have you ever seen me anything?
No, but I thought you guys had reconciled.
No, we talk.
with
No,
the last program.
no, we talk.
Because at that day,
No.
around,
Hear me
I
out.
think you were even at the
Hear
party
me
with
out. We
them and
talk.
all that. I
We
thought
talk.
you had reconciled.
No, we talk. Mama Fancy Gadam just to go jail fee. But I'm saying that the truth of the matter is that Fancy Gadam doesn't like me. That no one in this world can tell me that he likes me.
He doesn't like it.
Important now, some poor man.
No, the Pokran. Wait. No, tell, wait.
No,
was it
so you're telling me
until-
that time zone.
Tell, was it until Isablama Bay Inkube front page?
Hell Zungo.
Zankana,
Tochela Dagbani yele
when you started having issues, that was when the whole issue started.
Dagbamba. Mind you are not even too brave with our tradition here.
I am.
Okay, so let me tell you one aspect of it. And it could be a that Bamba, because such as a police station, but Parma to Admiral about it. It's just it's tantamount to taking somebody to a witchcraft, a wizard, or a witch to kill you.
No matter the situation,
Yes.
it's better Kicham
Like,
police station.
that's right. Dagbamba upholding the
But
Shambhala.
you've been to Nail before.
Look at
So
now.
they-
In this case, I was talking about arresting a person, arresting me. Can you like that? That bank pulling. So it's a thing that I don't plan now. I'm a Fancy Gadam na jela fira. and I hold nothing against him. But I mean, you Fancy Gadam Mishane. Parliament he will never do that. He will never invite me because he believed that when he talks or when he does that or when he brings me closer, or Fancy and yell me. So come about my Fancy Gadam to the board with Shadu Nanya also. Or be check him. Man, Bobby check. What's difficult about this? Surprisingly, Sharan. So I yellow as I Jeff Fancy Gadam, so Fancy Gadam won't bother me. So on coupe police station, so I can tell him man praise me. Boy, check at somebody about me. Mon point yelling as I can ban me man and tabi so. Someone so married to Anitaba. No, touch umpire final. Then that's can react to Shama. After in the interview, I didn't insult Fancy Gadam. I said what happened. That was my opinion. Talk about helicopter facts. That was my opinion. Kabanku Yama on the Daban can't to him.
That was the fans. Not him.
Even people closer to him. Come on, no, won't be yellow. May I will use the program to shape these guys because I yell money. Fancy Gadam can't to that mama. I am more Dagomba than Fancy Gadam. I am more. Fancy Gadam will be Fancy Gadam interview. Now, when I can't open favorite presenters in order to be presenters, but not good. Not because I might not be, I'm not good, but because I believe that there are people who support him more than me. So why do you think that if I go to Accra and they ask me, I should also praise Fancy Gadam, when in actual fact he wouldn't do that? He didn't come.
No, but you were reviewing his event with Wale. Right?
Yes, and people were saying that. I saw it was my opinion, and this was what I saw about what's it called, Shatawale bringing to the stadium then Fancy Gadam. And I explained that. And I said that Fancy organized a program for Shatawale to come and perform because he organized the program around Wale's brand. Those, even if not the facts, have Fancy here in Yelle. He has a way to come and say it. Fan money in Yelle. To come with facts, but you don't come insulting. When you insult, you will be insulted. And when you insult me, you have no right to tell me how you want to be insulted. That's my principle. You could talk to me. Come and karate yella abaye to akena no boso kamba yella kayara abaye to. Antuma shejama man wo haya tuma shejama. Man ba mba yana shankara zaba. Keep quiet. To ndasa mama zaba. When to let that bang when no makano. Mama Fancy Gadam will project that bang. To where? Let me Fancy Gadam.
So now
let me Fancy Gadam Ghana come with me.
Does it mean that each time a fan
not everybody
at you?
No, not everybody.
You would go at
not
fans.
everybody. Not everybody.
You are selected.
There are some people who are close and he's aware. Can I love you just because he insults me? So somebody like that.
Even though Fancy Mama be like,
I will hit you. He's aware of it. I will hit you and the fan. I will.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
so the long and short of the story is that you didn't feel that. Leave me to go. If you have a concern, also say that but when you go at my person, I might not be provoked. But my so I'm giving a caution that let's keep it at that level. Yes, not every time you praise our banger, you can insult me, you can do it. I don't have any problem with that. But when you go to my person and try to lie on my brand or lie on my person, I come at you. And the way I will come at you is the way I want to come at you. No idiot can tell me that. Tell the two Nigerian fans and no fans. I'm pointing now, but I'm pointing now. Now I tell my reconcile to me. Now I tell my yelling, fancy babala, at Babamala, Yimeriane, Baker one, Yelaja, I don't work, fine. But oh, Carol, right. No yelma. This thing I Fancy Gadam. What I want to say is what I will say today, tomorrow, and forever. Now, then this shade and cut that bang. No to hear my praise Fancy Gadam. Now, but I'm including Banoma. This is what I want to say. What powers do you have over me to dictate and tell me what to say about Fancy Gadam? That was why I was provoked. Didn't that I could not tell my to go and change them? Who let you to go to yellow? That bang work at my that bang. If Fancy Gadam popular than me in that bang, you all take me to that bang. Unkombi come me that bang. Kaula kai so yen tumane, ntumba, karapere that bang ko tura. Come and tell you Fancy Gadam kai don't let that bang. Is he more tagomba than me? Those were legitimate questions I was asking. If you have the answer, answer me. Is he more tagomba than me? Has he projected the bang than me? That's not a question I'm asking. So leave it there. I want to put you to rest. But I'm just telling you why I overreacted. Because should I be a permifilage of a bandagement?
Say solo.
to yaki ko to ayel mala ngumya ama ka so nkushi chapon bon we yamane
inna allaha ma sabiri so she solo
no sara ma yila dabba yele na o ni ko to zanga karna ko ma yawana hati na o mi la be shara na o mi la to shene ya na o mi la re ya tit for tat is never a sin ma una ku yel me yela na
ma dabba mi ne solo viel
pam
so ma de no kan yela
to fan so unda turma
na ummi ngum
to chala to fan so unda turma ma o momen bona go pil ma tu o tu bakar wan ye
ka bu gargo because o bu paga level
kala ni gargo ni an gargo ma ya no kamuna ni an gargo ma ya ma gargo biya tamne antum ko bano ma bahla yuli
pan solo
marka da yelma gargo biya tamne
so ma me sometimes yeah most of these guys do these things without the consent of their mothers and fathers.
No, the father and the mother. If somebody goes right and behave right in public, what do you guys do? Say or do? You tell them that be won't so by, won't be what by. Ka obano manevo man. So you are not being fair.
How are we not?
If somebody insult my mother, and I said that obano mabu won't so, do you know what that means?
No, so you two are relatives. So absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, but
so when you go
what I don't agree or support with is maybe Manuntua. Then you are coming at me. Then you include my relatives.
Sharon, I like you.
Who have not actually told me.
I like you
to come and attack you.
I like you
because they don't even know that I know you.
So you are telling me that Tibet can cause trouble. Yes, trouble. Katomir kana into pagamba bandoku because come on is trauma. Is that what you are telling me?
I mean, you've gone to the extreme.
Example kantama.
Yeah, that's an extreme example.
No,
because that's an extreme.
That is okay. That's okay. So forget about the extreme. Forget about the extreme. I know my tapa. Can me apple. Sharon, Uncle Yemen boss can me apple because I know my tapa.
No.
So that is not extreme, right?
No, that's not extreme.
That's right. That's right. Can you
doesn't necessarily mean that
can you openly?
Yeah. No man can.
So that's the difference. Boy, check out the canala. It is because there's a fight. Sharon, namun tuaba.
Oh no, it won't get to that.
Yeah, why wouldn't that get to that? Because it won't get to that because you have never and you will never insult my father and my mother.
No, I would never. And not in anybody, but I would never.
So that is one. Two, Zabli Pili, the regulation. Who regulates fight?
But you can deal with the person.
Dealing with the person, you can come at all corners. Because Abona no Shankara Zabu. That is why it is not good. Kaspaka Zabli. It is very right. The principle here is that when come to a shiji, Amala right now to a balana.
More to a shiji, it goes a long way to affect your.
I'm just telling you to the extent you have the right. You can as well decide, just like you say, you should be patient to keep quiet. But when you keep quiet, that's another good thing. But when you go on him to that tangent, doesn't mean that I can right. You equally have the right. More to me. Or to one or two. So Mazala Yere. I will criticize you. I won't go to your person. But I'm pointing now. Come on, I'm pointing now. Come on, Yarmo. I'm pointing now. I tuma Dan Durua, Untuma Shege, Ben Tuman Pagong, Ben's what to tally. Tuana Mario. To the Pagula Mamma, but no bonnet to wash. I'm not to Ayapa. This was Kazabelma, the body of it. And yet I both it. Anything can come at any point in time. That is my principles. And that is what I stand by. That is what I will start. That is why I will start. Because when I start, I can't stop it. There's a particular hadith that talk about that. And that there's a hadith like that. Yes. Karason toku bubuhanda karason to tu banoma kweni I to so be atu so banoma be ka tu ko tuaba in tuaba ma in tuama mama yeramia. There's thinking in this, there's this deep sense in that. We yeramia ni reporta vare ni kere tabe ni se slepu boku to shede nyarba do ku nyirbo pam ka banura karafu. How many people are condemning it? They are not condemning those innocent, the killing of those innocent people. They are rather condemning the fight. Because fight you won't check up to cool like innocent people, man. That was extreme, right? But something might have triggered that. What triggered that? Some boost over there. So you try you pili Kadima aboma lafre. Gentle palace and kula to control be shut come to you. So I'm Milanama, keep quiet. Don't tarnish the image of people. Especially a big person to be necessarily party entertainment on a baity politics on it. Che MP and a blue Batman. Walk out to our bar, Beka to Mbolo, usually Dumbo to Yalabaka and the Bozo, no one to Ama, Nara to Bar. I know Matapaka and Miafu, and Bozo come and Miafu, and Matapala. I'm to Womala. I'm not dancing to Womala. Please, let's be justice and fair. Nothing can stop me when it comes to Yera Babi Amma. Nyinen pale abana mayido gumsa ana ko tubangaro kagarama
mashabe lambo no to wumso ka ombe samba mpoloma ko peer influence.
So that's right. So peer. So I use my peer radio.
He might be influenced out there by the peers.
So you want to tell me that
at the camps not necessarily be say like in parent way they no bring
the long and short of the matter is that even if they bring them right, also right. Kayela Agbobola nation ka rezabo. Ma unka tuma. So when to mama manjia. Manzan soro. So why not
so it you abor to shell
can to shell board ba. Anything at all can come out, including your ancestors, because you have started it. So to stop it, try as much as possible not to talk at the person of people. I need kind of from somewhere, man. Sharon, I wouldn't come and sit here and tell anybody anything wrong like here by a trial. What would trigger it? I go catching people so yet. Wait entirely. My problem here is that you to pilly. But ulakabulo by ulakabulo. So ulakara examine the beer up in the under tumala. Aranu shouldn't be any. Man, to come. Was that not extreme? Come on, tell us kind of come on you. We baku, ma, yapa, bapanama, ancestors, danza, engineer to catch our bang and sober. Keep quiet. Sharon, if we don't use this radio to train people and shape these people, then tell you how Bamba minutes of the Ambala. You don't know about how to meet in TikTok. Then met our police station. To have a share as a much police station, I have thousands of evidences here. At my person, my mother, my father, the Puke Sharon. No one says anything around against that. Can't the carbon and
oh, but you know, people condemned the one lady you have had issues with.
I don't want to mention. No, whether they condemn her or not, whether they condemn her or not.
You sound like when it's about you, nobody condemns.
No, come on back. For going to that extent. No, I can't. Hey, man, you shall on your woman. TikTok comments and thing and do commentation. But I'm but you love the car cannot comment. They believe that. No,
I don't think so.
When I mean, comments.
I'm worried. Ma, you know, you have a political ambition. So
Sharon, I touch any yaron. It doesn't stop me from being the president. You could now. You could it doesn't stop me from being the president. If I become a minister,
let's stay in that.
If I become a minister and meet a panel of MPs to vet me into any public office, but show you that I come to just my defend me. We can start today. It today. Just question me. Katsiegi.
Ministerial position.
Example. My level in the bill can to defend the Dunia was all. Yen yella la bishop and that can nang like Kayla bishop with the carry great. How does your mama minister put and carry great? Or I do not from the defeat I can president.
That's America.
Eh?
That's America.
I'm Canada Japan defila on defila can yalla a sin of MP man.
Probably didn't that tell come your flag bearer.
No, Kadina.
Yes, possible.
I'm coming. I'm Kadina. Did you know Pansoro? Did you know he came next to Dr. Baumia?
Yeah, he did.
Are you aware?
Of course.
And did you know he was the only threat? Did you know he was the only threat to Dr. Baumia?
He wasn't a threat.
Did you know he Nkana? Did you know Nkana? Did you know
that was white?
Omron competition man.
Yes.
Did you know he garnered some votes?
Yeah, he did. Of course.
Did you know Dr. Baumia won because of the mechanism that was behind him? Be like on the very sober grounds. But letter, or I disturb me. Dr. Baumia told you, but or I disturb me.
No, that queen Dio.
Nkana, hands down, Baker, hands down.
Even this coming one.
On your MP for how many years?
Several years. You couldn't protect that seat for the
Woma, he wanted it so.
Yeah, that's it.
And so no, I'm just saying that. Listen to what my scenario here. I'm trying to tell you that he has been there as a minister. But he has been a minister for 20-something years.
Yeah, you have.
They pay
you. Presidential. He stopped doing
that. But he come in the past. Mania come in the past against Fancy Gadam, against Ofano, against Mpon now, and I so stand by it. Mpon now, regret. Man, could start regretfully. So some talk like, oh, Adugalli.
No, I check because the campaign man on top.
No, I would do it. I can't believe Manley, the Panama Manley. That's why I said that, yeah. Nalapin Jamami, because I've been voting as MP because Fancy Gadam does Zambia. Go find to my back and back to back. I will dislodge our vote. Don't want to pin Jamami.
Well.
Yes. Otherwise,
well, I for me, yes, you know me.
Yes.
I
so
love,
otherwise,
I love a good harmony.
Yes.
No, I
talk with every musician.
Yeah.
Did you know Fancy Gadam? I was at the point Murodano closed that any presenter come.
Yeah.
Did you know at the point?
I was with you as that.
That's right.
So
and you know what happened? Can I yell? So some bitch I tie to Binshan. So why are people failing to go back to find out what might have caused that? And I criticize.
Was it not your fight from with Amino Zable from Radio Tamale? Was it not the one triggered?
Mamno Zable Pila Radio. Radio Tamale.
Oh, okay.
No, Radio Mamno Zable Pila. Or that's not 5 million chibi. Nkudia wala kati no video capture to my 5 million kazan chibi. Good to say. Didn't start Mamno Zable. Then this story can that's right. Didn't start the
That's why people thought that.
What else you learn? What else you learn 5 million?
Let it go.
Shahadan, what else you learn 5?
The last time, how much did you
$300. I have no problem.
That means
I thought that I thought that we have come to a conclusion that the party feel at the panel. Matabla Hazara. Can't do $300 and got a problem. The Bashima. I mean, the could affect him. Well, he can give me anything. Oi borrow tomorrow. Woman doesn't come up and shout. Can lay your come and tell her this yamma. Atishay Dungalana be like Bunny. Can 20 Rubana Kabaturma. I don't want Manata has a lecture.
You think that won't
now go on fast. Jump fast and pay to your post so. Won't to Mama. Jump to put jump to you. He posted him and said he loved him. And I sit here and said, I love myself. Let's start. Let's stop. No. Let's not start. Yelamba. Manguna put na mama every time. Why? Time come my money. I jump and put now on kids. But Malmo, Father can almost come. Can you say Parozo? Oh, to come now, Bama. Father can almost put you.
But you don't move with him.
Oh, yeah, I was telling Father Gadam.
Oh, come on.
I was on the table.
Come on, I've met him several.
You're trying to I'm very sensitive when it comes to those things. I couldn't bang me. So yell me. Kadina. I mean, so that one in yellow. No, that one in yellow. That one in yellow. Yeah, no, Kakumo yellow. Katatazara, more opportunity, but she is on yellow. So yell me. I'm putting it to rest. Keep your musician. Uma, you can't follow him. I can criticize him from here to America. This shege katamara do talent now.
Of course, criticism is part of the game.
That's what I want to put across.
Yeah, criticism is part of the game.
So, game money.
So that's they be ignorant.
So I'm using this program to shape them. Why am I a radio presenter? If you don't have sense, I shouldn't tell you. You are not brought up properly. I shouldn't tell you. No, I'll teach you.
So are you of the view that anyone who supports Fancy Gadam's music doesn't have sense?
There are people who are quiet and follow him. There are people who like his music. But it cannot be to says the running my ben shaka and Yakapana supporting because saying you will Fancy Gadam. I've received thousands of complaints, both in Accra and Tamale, but yet people follow his music perfectly. You like him perfectly. But what in the Bishaka and Yella can you come and yell? It's a lot of Panama tablet.
Right, that's cool. That's cool. I think.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, let's let it slide.
What's all the kind of you be changing on the year in Lanka to one year in a long time. But Malmo, you shade it to Fancy. They talk about some who is Fancy Gadam? Can we imagine who is Fancy Gadam? That is my question. I ask. Who is Fancy Gadam? That is my question. Who is he? That I cannot talk about him.
He's a superstar.
Mpon na on kantuni. Mali makanje soba.
You're also a superstar.
Yeah, Ali Makabuna superstar. Try Pam to no lampa superstar.
Oh yeah,
you know why? To Ali Fancy Gadam superstar man. Eh? You're the partner to no lampa superstar. It's between myself and him. I'm not talking about the general public. Do you understand? It is just personal. So I know like a fan really. So don't make it look like we want to push him on
but
me.
Something you contributed in shaping.
I don't regret.
Do you eventually?
I don't regret.
Start destroying it.
I don't regret. With
such personality.
I will never regret it to
shaping.
Even in front of God. Even in front of God, I swear God, I will never regret having grown with Fancy Gadam. Now.
Had that problem not existed, you
existed
never
where?
say the things you say.
What?
Like
but I'm saying that if I saw it, so it's strong. Yeah, I'm so it's strong. So it's strong. I'm going to shaka sabati chamro. So shabba song I'm going to tell you. Shara na musong. But what's in yellow pound? Amilala. He cited people against me. They insulted me. Kabacha obanga. Then number shata mo. Abana makutu nung lata yila pune. Then you shambala. Maben bashirpa. So do my sorrow. La offense man.
What did you bring for me?
Pansoro. I'm bad now. Omino fans man. Why so? You know, little so, I'm a little so. They may get to praise the musicians, Cocoon musicians. I can decide to praise Maccasio, I decide to praise Wish Child, I can decide to praise whoever, Linko Boy, Banama, Rich Kid. I can decide also the Goombas, and they're from Northern region. Fans can only put that ban.
Okay, I have an appeal. This is an appeal. Can I go on?
Go ahead.
I have an appeal. You are not watching me.
Oh, yeah, man.
The appeal is that you have a big voice. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You have a big voice.
Yes.
So the appeal is that when you find yourself in the capital and you get a big medium, some of us wish that you would seize that opportunity to sell the industry to them. To let them know that the industry should not be stable or should not focus just on Accra. They should widen their scope, because in every part of the country, Ailehe, Western region, there are good talents there, but because they are not in Accra, they are not given any hearing. If you go to Volta region, the same. You go to Ashanti region, the same. You come to the northern region, you go to the upper east, upper west. There are nice, talented guys there, but because our focus is just within the capital, we are not widening our scope to rope that talent in the pool to market it to the rest of the world like Nigeria is doing. Because I live in Nigeria, but widen the scope, man. So even if you are singing in Yoruba, if you are singing in Igbo, if you are singing in Pidgin, once you're good, I mean, they rally around you to push you to the next level. But it's like, is
it me or you are talking about general public?
No, it's an appeal.
Because me, I've done what I've done to raise that one.
No, not what you have done. I'm talking about like if you are in the face of it, in the capital, where everything happens. Like there is the need to tell them in the face that they should widen their scope and not limit everything to Accra. Yes, Accra calls the shots. Accra is the national capital where Kadutuna works, to pardon me. But when you widen the scope, Kachikabaza be not just any artists, talented artists who are doing well across the country.
Who should widen their scope?
The industry, the gatekeepers.
The
industry guys.
To do what? They should widen their scope to do what?
Widen they have times that they play music, right? But the limits.
If you don't bring yourself to them, they won't come for you.
No, it's not all the time. It doesn't work like that.
There are some people that not be able decks to play are more than thousands. So you sit and things that they should widen their abroad. But talent wise, but I was told me radio, but I was told interviews. Then you are sitting here telling me that they should widen their scope to get what again?
Yeah,
from Volta region, there are musicians, they have music with kind of to promote. So if you don't bring yourself to them, how would they leave thousands of music and musicians and come to you? We don't have thousands of musicians in Accra. No, I don't. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. There are thousands of unheard and people who are not heard, musicians, underground musicians in their libraries, CDs to play or tapes to play. Now can they are not even. But I'm exhausted them. Like I have thousands of music here to play, never exhausted. Then you sit in your hometown.
I mean, Anto Bole, because of the voice you have. Do you know you can mention a name to a DJ in Accra? And he will search.
But I've done that before.
Thank you. So I am.
And I'm still doing it.
I am saying.
And I'm still doing it.
That's why I said it's an appeal.
Because Fancy Gadam is involved.
That's why I said it's an appeal.
Because Fancy Gadam is involved.
No.
Fancy
No. I mean, Fancy is not the only.
It's not. Yeah, I like what you're saying. So you
want to we have a lot of artists. Even the current crop of the new generation, man. They are doing crazy stuffs.
I know, and I mentioned them.
Yeah, they are doing crazy stuff.
I mentioned them.
And their works are very.
I mentioned them.
Come on, but to man not told me anywhere.
Yes, I mentioned them.
Because the one that they understand the scope right now.
I mentioned
that.
them.
Oh, I nyala banga. Kaleji tamale. It doesn't mean that I know the yila no let's tamale dama. Because now we are living in a global village. Kantoji yon kanye yila kadunieza wum de dama. So do it at an international level. Kasoti yung guarantee nyele. Kai, who is this? Can do more research about your works and promote it. Yes, I know right now promotion doesn't go easily. It goes with cash. You need to have resources for your works to be promoted in Accra. All I'm saying.
But I believe.
All I'm saying is that, please.
I believe no one projected that music more than me in Tamale.
I'm not saying you haven't.
Before and now.
I'm only saying that.
Yes.
Now.
Maybe
before.
I shouldn't
before, man. I am comparing before. Opportunities, Shanganda and down south on radio interviews and TV interviews. You can't compare it to now. Now it's bigger than before. That's a fact.
Okay. Yeah.
You agree? So right now I'm saying that with now, when we get the platform, let's make a case for our little industry or our thriving industry.
We don't have an industry.
We have an industry.
No, we are part of Ghana. We are part of Ghana industry.
Yeah,
Why should we make a case?
We are part of the industry.
Yes, so in Ghana. So why?
But regional wise, we also have an industry.
So in Yelamia.
We have an industry in the region.
No, in Yelamia. There are musicians in Accra. There are musicians in Tamale. In fact, Accra is Ghana. Tamale is Ghana. Volta region is Ghana. Kumasi is Ghana. A musician in Kumasi is a Ghanaian musician. A musician in Tamale is a Ghanaian musician. So why are we trying to disassociate ourselves?
No, we are not disassociating ourselves. We are not disassociating.
But more often than not, that's what I hear.
The presidency is in Accra, isn't it? We have local government ministry.
I know.
And locally,
and that's still government.
Locally, we have people who are representing at the national level.
Yes,
locally,
because Tamale is part of Ghana.
Yes, I know. So locally, we have an industry, but it doesn't mean that we are not part of Ghana.
So I hear it was my appeal card maker ma. Come you man my hands on. So what else you want me to do?
Yeah, Bama. Yeah, check them between pam because of the opportunities that are coming. Come on. Let's amplify more than
but
the issues that we have with some of the people like this.
Come on, most of the feel radio on TV and Fancy Gadam, so I will never say anything good about him because he will never say anything good about me.
At the national level, we are yet to see one about that he sits on national television.
No, says something. He's not clear and so near and so die. So he will do it silently and inward like Duga on an. So my name can never learn what the ma. I mean, Fancy Gadam trash about me
on radio.
Carapam and Yirbasani don't umboku opportunities. He yell at Apple and Pio Yelane. So now Babu was one in Yamuna Fitila and Zambushan and Punikafu, Lakabumsuna. So that's how I don't think so. Yeah, Lakabumso. Come on. Majifesi, Uma, Jifesi to Uma, Umpon now, Benus. Fancy Young now, Umpon now, Chanyela. Young Zanqua Nakampu. No, on your Muslim now, Tonaning Young. You know, Zoro,
I don't fear him.
You fear him.
Why will I fear?
That's the truth on the matter.
Why will I fear?
Behind the scene, everyone complains, including our presenters. behind that.
Complaint is different.
Yeah, can hear about so can yeah. Mama Zoro.
How his parents didn't bring him up.
No. But is he the first person? No, but is he the first person?
No, I cannot be afraid.
Is he the first person? Forget about you. I'm talking about I can mention people names here. Those who have approached me and talked to me about Fancy Gadam. But yes, they follow him and praise him.
Yeah, that's there. That's fine.
So I'm not a stupid.
I don't do that. I don't come to you.
I say take yourself off. So what I know, you don't know. Then come and hear
Are you calling no things you don't know?
No, I'm telling no about Fancy. No, what I know about Fancy.
About him.
No.
Are you calling
No. Shut up. From now on, the Fancy Gadam Malhalle.
Mama pour now. I don't swear.
Quran machine bazan le channel.
No, this ain't channel.
Stop the pretense. Tell me. No, Fancy Gadam it is the best.
No, nobody has a best Halle.
Fancy
man no flaws. That's a fact. Just like you have flaws Just like I have
it is becoming and becoming. People they have introduced it. So I was with one chief in Yendi. Ko yel ma Fancy Gadam no mashanga.
Bangla chief man.
Abon. Onu mashanga. In the end, you try to do no yel man no Fancy Gadam to feel like puma.
To floss Marshall.
Can you no, but see only him.
Yeah, that's his floss.
So can no yel me that be your wumsubu. That be your wumsubu. I know me. Can you be no saragama? Unkana no saragama. But that is his attitude. So when this becomes his attitude, over your wumsubu.
That's his attitude.
Sargo bien me. Wuma sargo bien me kacheya zala bielango. Asargame in yellow the bien me kacheya. Wuma the floss man yamia.
Floss nyala. Beshadem Jan,
Yelamia,
Adadam,
Yelamia, and basically, the basic thing in human life is humanity. Don't you can learn it outside. The relationship between you and people, Bansonga, is basic. They don't have to train you at home for you to know it. So why is it that? So why is it that? Whoever want to complain about Fancy Gadam and not Maccasio. When it comes to humility and when it comes to relationship with people, I have thousands of complaints.
That's
what I'm trying to talk about. So, no, Yelamia. So that should be basic. So Obito correctly, what it means in the Lakos and Yesena. That is what it means. So you don't like our European and I agree. Come here, I tell you, passion more. To the point you will jet power like Unkuto kuvuka atatema kumia kaya made the powers boku sana.
So will you tell me you don't have some flaws?
Oh, so you don't get my explanation.
I have gotten you. I'm also asking.
Whatever the flaws.
Would you say you don't have major flaws that
Sharon,
think that
whatever the flaws may be, but not to an extent that Sharon Madam Viela can love so them be. That should be basic. And that should be the primary reason, that should be the primary attitudes in human life. Abai trainer wo donguna shara da tsunami necessarily then ka floss yeto ikutuna no anya apa yin ya wuma come on good san pa polo bi tell salon no good what do you mean by that?
Oh, maybe about something on total
no
but
no to on be no about something total the kane
akuto bang Karabo onajin sonso.
Yempo na Fancy Gadam ko be jira na wumbu.
So onajin sonso.
The charge Fancy Gadam yet about it. Wunu can follow you know.
Mambi me, but I can't.
So why am I talking like so why are you arguing?
Because we don't work with him.
Why are you arguing? I've worked with him. You have
before.
Even now, I know Fancy Gadam more than the father and the mother. Why are you arguing?
I'm not arguing.
I'm telling him his attitude and telling me and I can call people here. I can call 20 people here. There are more than that. Can song so yet and yell. Point the Fancy Gadam also then over. So come here.
Oh.
So we be that. So you do be that. Have Fancy any donation. You say yeah. Man question formal radio station. On co criticize ka you no no material. The one we did the quantity donation. Man criticize on angry for sham to taba. Apa chungo page so to kuno mo quantity share yele. What happened? So if I go quiet on that, do you think it would have changed? So it's changing for the better, and we pray so. So orab so no dadam taba kanir busuru nyanga ay ko to pa share be yare share ni be ka la nyele mi orab nangda orab tir tipsi jab be yare be orab tir charity orab no kati yelle hal ko to pa piritibu. So Sharon, we should be quiet. So Kayela, I don't have to say it before he goes to do that. But what he must do primarily and basically is what I'm telling you. You are giving back to society. Imagine Shatawale Soon. La Shadi Yentrina. Akuya Fans Gadam Kuchanti yell. Oh, that you have that man didn't want Malazon. Tell me, when Shatawale came, Ala Kuraji Tamale. So never man could be on the catcher when you're Wumsubu. Unkuya Wumsubian, catch on when you're Wumsubu. Shatta doesn't know anybody, so let Gumba. But he gave him that to my 5,000. You have to under me. Cutting the chimba, song the chimba young. Are you telling me that 5,000 young fans got a note? Are you telling me that 5,000 young fans got no chance to Tiana Yelcom, Bumye Nairi? Then to head 10,000 Tonyo? Why is he not doing that? It is the upbringing. My father used to give me money to give to El Barmansi because he wanted me to learn. And that's how come I can give people money.
And you've never given me money.
Eh? I can give the needy, the needy.
I'm not needy.
You are how can you? You are wake up on radio. You are wake up on radio. I was so somebody must learn from this.
Last time I said she give me $100. You didn't give me.
So Fans Gadam Onyelazu, take this from me. When you sit with him, tell him that the only way that can push him to wherever he wants to go is humility. And what do I say?
All the artists are my friends, though.
Huh?
All the artists. Are
no, of course you like Fancy Gadam more than them.
No,
so,
I don't.
So whether you
my
like him,
ringtone is Fadlan's song.
So whether you like him, no, but whether you like him, whether you like him, no,
my ringtone.
No, but you are sensible.
It has been like for 4 years.
Because
my ringtone, just one.
Ringtone.
Fadlan.
So because you are sensible, why would you use Fancy Gadam song for 4 years?
No, I'm just trying to prove you wrong.
No sensible person would do that.
No, I'm proving you wrong. That's
so
when you say I like it more than the
so I appreciate it.
Fadlan's song has been my ringtone.
So you like Fadlan more than Fancy?
No, I don't like Fadlan.
Okay, so I appreciate you.
I just love them.
You couldn't have done. You couldn't have even. You couldn't have done. You couldn't have done that. You couldn't have done that even. I do agree, and you are sensible to do that, and I agree. I appreciate you, but I'm saying somehow you think that he's projecting Northern region, so he's your friend, right? You meet him, you talk. When you meet him, tell him that. Tell that about you, before criticism, ma. When you wrote him, ne criticize Oshangaba Zaniela change be only. And I had a reason why. That was the reason why I was criticizing. So here fans got a new tira. It's not an insult. To find to new tira, you should prove me wrong.
So that means people how about no onuiti shepolo. O make him
Kala ka unya yelba.
O make him
ka unya yele.
The landman yele.
Ono ba habibu nti so lar ka yeso. Kula habib tolang MP. Anam ko kuti so lar ka yeso. Holo pak mele. Don't people talk about him? What are you talking about? TikTok, people are talking about Maccasio on the yes. On son Barnum Sham, on Cham prison yards, on Chayapul and Maza. People are what the year one yelty. Maccasio
it's in the public domain. Yeah, it's in the public
so necessarily you don't have to talk for people to hear. I know the Nina. Come here, the Parafaramala. Because that bank through the Bambaka and your Larma. Sapashin just compare Sapashin and Fancy Gadam. Fancy Gadam in your latcher, Sapashin yelling.
No, his work was a novel.
The last concert he did at Bokum Boston Arena, what did he do?
Give them a borehole.
Borehole. Opa fans Gadam Larry.
I don't know.
That's Kafton Kanka fans Gadam could take the boreholes, auntie. I mean, in a way of giving back to society. It is not part of him. So Yelamia, let them criticize only. It has nothing to do with Dagban. If really fans Gadam love Dagban, the port pump, no karate shimchi. Yeah, fans Gadam yet to abia, especially when he's pushing to elevate and project Dagban in a sector where like cultural donations.
I just want you guys to end the banter. Let's
Mama, you tell me on the chairman problem oh Sharan. Moment. They talk and yes. Malay Yarame.
I don't
you don't get what I'm saying. Young one de chile. Look when Chilla warning Shakayali, I'm not fast Gadam Bazabra. Tinha Tabata Fasara. Woman Kalala. Mbechele because you try you na kankubanya zalamo what Fancy Gadam. Fancy Gadam so kuchuru mama. Nkosa lo banu mayule. Mpataka razo. Nasubara kaza Fancy Gadam banu mazantable. Kaza mo yana mabana zantable. Nkati yele ka ben shabe no. Mbem telegele. Ya madi telegele. Wona come and telegele ka to chansha.
I'm just saying that.
So I'm putting it to rest and I'm going to travel God willing. In Jenem Ben money.
This time when you get to Accra, sell us.
How?
Sell us.
But I do.
Sell our guys.
Shout out, swear God. That any presenter will come.
Like emphasize more.
But no.
pay much attention to that.
Sharon, you are not being fair to me.
No, you do. I'm saying
you are not being fair to me.
Add more salt to it.
But what am I doing? What am I not doing right?
You brush it. It's just a brush. Oh, we have this, we have that. They're also good musicians.
No, but recent interviews has nothing to do with that. The recent interview I did in Accra was just about Shatawale.
No, the one at three
music man.
Three music had to do with how is the northern
but they were specific.
Industry
they were the presenter was specific.
No, it came.
No,
ne
position Facebook man.
Yeah.
Man position Facebook about Fancy Gadam.
Because of the scope of the industry.
Please wait.
There was a specific question
for I agree.
How and you
I agree.
Fancy...
Come on, you didn't to my Fancy Gadam fans what I need position Facebook. So that was personal between myself and Fancy.
Question.
But we interview myself. But I challenge the polo in yellow how we are doing well and how talented guys are forced to be heard. If you follow, you will see it. But the position of Facebook was about Fancy and a personal question to me.
Thrown at you.
That was where people think I should have kept quiet on things or twisted. That's right. Me, baby, lala. Me, tell you either go there or you come come and explain yourself to me. Other than that, I have every right to say what I know.
But you know also we cannot downplay the fact that he's our biggest export in Accra.
How? It's not bigger than Maccasio in Accra.
No, he is.
He's not.
No, that's the fact.
He is not. He can never be bigger than Maccasio.
Well known in Accra.
It's a lie.
Within the industry.
It's a lie.
Within the industry.
It's a lie. Who is in the industry who knows Fancy Gadam and doesn't know Maccasio as an industry player?
No. What I'm saying is when you put the two, Fancy will be ahead of Maccasio.
No, I disagree.
Simply because
Fancy used to be ahead. It has changed. It has changed.
No, because
Accra.
No. When they are going to discuss the two, they will look at their achievement.
When they mention
Fancy, the
Ghanaian
music industry.
No. We are talking about popularity
this
here.
One is not.
No,
Kalala.
We are looking at popularity here. Achievement as in what?
In the Ghanaian music industry.
What has he done? What has he done?
Oh, I mean, the accolades, the awards is God within the Ghana music industry.
But any idiot can take an award if you so want. Award doesn't define a musician. How doesn't define a musician?
When you are angry with someone,
no, please, I want to be factual.
When you were angry with Maccasio,
I wasn't angry with him.
You were mad at him.
No, not musically. It was just
not musically.
It was just a personality.
I'm coming. When you were mad at him, you pass a comment here
about what? That
when it comes to the music industry, what Fancy has achieved, he has not.
So in
Yelamia, were you saying that? No, in
Yelamia. Before my talking Yaraba.
No, he wasn't.
No.
You were emphatic.
No.
That when it comes
to
what both of them has achieved.
So let me explain that. And I take up government. What Fancy has achieved before. My Fancy gave you back a Maccasio never gave you without Ila Amila. On your Yuli Tamale. Kamakaso never gave you. I could never give you.
Yeah,
so can you to the Namakama Manmelama, can you do be shy? Maccasio but that was then. After 5 days, I was Uncle Yelma, the Pumpon, some now Yelma. Compare now, after I was my deal, to own that awards. Which one would you say that it is bigger about his name?
Hotter.
Then,
it was hotter then.
Now.
Than now.
I'm talking about now.
I'm coming. But the industry guys in Accra, when they are going to analyze the two artists, I'm not saying this to mean that Maccasio is not doing well or anything. But when you are going to
in terms of
analyze
numbers
the
or
two
what?
of them,
in terms of numbers,
in terms of anything, numbers,
digital
concept.
No, forget. I'm talking about where Maccasio, Fancy Gadam, Tamale Takati, Nkana, industry guys in Accra. There is no industry player who mentions Fancy Gadam and doesn't know Maccasio.
No, not knowing.
So what is it?
I'm not saying not knowing him. Me Maccasio, get me right. I'm saying that when they put the two of them in a one basket and they are going to analyze their works, Fancy will be ahead of Maccasio.
From where Maccasio came from, even without a single help and single support from any big man or manager or producer and still able to do what he has done and point now to compare Fancy and Maccasio.
Don't swear.
I swear God.
You can't compare.
You can't compare with what Maccasio has forced himself to do to be able to get mentions in Accra alongside Fancy Gadam. And you're comparing the two. No. What has he done? I mean, Maccasio don't do what, actually.
No, they fall chop what
didn't can hear them what done.
No, but
Nero took Fancy Gadam in the end. What happened? Go to the Subako no Kobo.
That's another.
I'm a one Maccasio Daniel Nero. Or Daniel Nero. Like Akuto, like. But I'm born Maccasio, you come born Fancy Gadam really. But even with Nero, when they mention Fancy, they mention Maccasio.
Yeah, the moment you have issues with someone, your talks is different with the person.
No. Doesn't mean that's not a fact.
No, it's not my
So tell me what I said. So yeah, I'm saying
that. I'm saying that what I've observed.
So you should come, Mama.
It's the moment you have issues with someone.
No. So you
should
come, Mama. So let me put it again. Yeah. Let me put that again. Kaya manager come, Ma. No. Fancy Gadam has gotten Wakaso. He has gotten
the fallouts, those fallouts.
Wait, we can't fall out. Can't go to the the force he got behind him financially. Kabnabu the Fancy Gadam kabu na Maccasio ma. Ye Maccasio yiri nyele. But the blame Fancy Gadam on you.
Maccasio never got support from
From who? Mention
nobody.
Money.
I don't know. I'm just
the type of people are talking about. Come on, Nero. Nero is well to do.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Wakaso is well to do. Big men who come and support you, can support you like young Fancy Gadam.
No, at the time, was it not because Fancy was in the
scene? Book competition man ko karaka yarama.
No, if Maccasio had been seen time saying down on the front page, the beginning, you would have robbed in Maccasio.
No, you have a competition no kalala. But okay, so fine. No, you could no, we couldn't have tell. Uncle to yell. As whether Wakaso song be on.
No,
what I'm trying to say is that
because of all creativity.
What I'm trying to say is that in a nutshell, forget front page. In a nutshell, Fancy needs support Shelley, system man.
Yeah.
Maccasio will yell, and you know it. I'm Lara. On your support, including myself, but the United States, Maccasio national to Maccasio. So Yelamia, it's a portion of Fancy Gadam winning Yama. It is not to Maccasio.
That one I don't.
Simple. So can you so tia analyzing?
I'm saying that in Accra,
Fancy Gadam is so popular.
Oh come on.
Important now, Robin popular. I swear. Fancy is not popular anywhere in Accra. I forget I can't take one to show.
No, I'm not.
What are you talking about? You know what popularity means? Sharon.
No, listen.
I can't put a woman coming from Fancy Gadam. You me.
Listen.
Yeah, listen.
Listen.
Fancy Gadam is not even popular than me in Accra. No kushia. He can't be popular than me in Accra. On the basis of what? He can't do that. He can't do that. Don't talk of Maccasio.
I can hear my ringtone.
You are sensible. You are sensible. Fancy go to Lumbala. They used to be here. It's not popular than me in Accra.
No, listen.
Sure.
Within the industry players in Accra,
it's not popular.
Fancy.
Whoever knows Fancy knows Maccasio in the industry.
Yes, I've not disputed that.
And so what is it?
When you go to Accra, throw him la challenge Makanya. The industry guys will place Fancy ahead of Maccasio.
On the basis of what?
On the basis of achievement.
No. What has he achieved?
He's achieved what Maccasio isn't achieved yet.
What?
But you already know it.
I don't know it.
You say it's in the past, but
what has he achieved?
Within VGMA. His achievements, 3 successful achievements within VGMA.
Do you know what was put into that?
I'm not talking about what is put
into that. So Maccasio is an achievement. Maccasio new artist of the year.
I'm not saying
so I analyze it, but
I'm saying that I work Kaji. I am Kalo achievement. She Kalabai. So can Maccasio not be Yella achievement my yes.
Award Debo.
Maccasio have several.
Do you know how many people So how does that define a musician?
Oh, it's part.
How does that define a musician?
Why not?
How? You
have always mentioned
that people
VGMA is a big
Fancy Gadam in your nomination. You have to tell about TV and the credit about voting. People took their TV, they sold it to vote. What are you talking about?
People sold their TV. Why did they do that?
They did that because they said that he was coming from Northern region, but because I called TV, not because he was talented.
So he's not talented.
He's not. talented musicians in Tamale put now fast to fall even under 100.
Don't swear.
Who is Fancy Gadam talented then in Northern Region? Who is talented then in Northern Region?
You count 100 and he's not part of
Who?
talented.
Do you know the number of musicians we have in Northern Region?
100.
Yeah, 100 probably a talented musician.
No, it's not true.
He can't. He can never be.
I don't know who would do that.
Sharon, if Fancy Gadam talented.
Even 10.
If Fancy Gadam talented. Is he talented?
He's not talented.
How? How is he talented?
He's part of the talented guys
No,
we
he
have.
can never be. By my definition of talent, we have quality people who can write and sing quality mature lyrics than Fancy. Fancy was just fortunate that Maccasio was already made tabaka no. Do you know what people are doing underground?
So Maccasio is not talented.
How Linko boy like Linko boy?
No, so Maccasio is not talented.
Fancy got power talent, but Fancy got little underground. Fadlan, Fancy got power talent. Double T, Fancy got power talent. So if the industry in Tamale is favoring you, doesn't mean that you are talented. Or somebody like Don Sterling, listen to Abu Sadiq, listen to Umar Jendenama, listen to Carbon Fancy.
They're all talented.
Yeah, the more than Fancy Gadam.
Talented.
More than Fancy Gadam.
But you say if you count 100.
100 smack my pillar Kalimanto Kokali to Kokarapuni.
It's not true. 100 pounds.
Rich kid in staff Fancy Gadam Papa talent.
Rich kid.
So someone can work a staff no interview. Oh, you know, Lambizo. Fancy Gadam Papa talent. You know Papa talent.
Adua. My favorite Fancy Gadam you know to go.
Listen. Ocho mama do rana salba kama njia wallahi. Kara manya bodula gero. I meri ila man baraka ko njia bola. Chato kulo make and to close ma. I got to change topic ma. Me check up.
Change topic. Man the chom na ni.
Ya le tsan ji bomba fila. Den ka te mena de discuss. Make us ankara ba ban ko ngora shara nyima. Yima. Pimo Mike ma.
Mike ma be answer. She man e.
To tienle. On to tienle.
I saw me yelling last week. Como age a voto zona, how official titi.
Na do atpamba nyole.
Ozoka kpamba.
We
are part of management. We are part of
no, Fancy Gadam.
Yeah, I'm closer to Maccasio than Fancy Gadam. You don't know.
I pretend. I could pretend.
I don't pretend.
You know who are talented. Maccasio is talented than Fancy.
I will never stand anywhere and say Maccasio is not talented.
He's talented. You know, he's talented than Fancy.
They are doing different.
He's very creative than Fancy. No, you know.
He's a rapper, he's a singer.
No, even general. No, I'm talking generally music. Maccasio is talented than Fancy.
They are all talented.
No, I'm saying that he's talented than Fancy.
They are all talented.
I'm not saying they're all talented.
Yeah.
I'm saying that Maccasio is talented than Fancy.
They are all talented.
Fadlan is talented than Fancy
You are
Gadam.
saying this as in when it suits you.
Mune?
Yeah.
Nina promoting Fancy Gadam Sasha Baza. Ndakumi mene banli came and danced like a talent. Karamulo borba for another. I knew that he couldn't stand Don Sterling, and I knew that he couldn't stand Lil, but yet I stood my grounds and told the people that Fancy Yele.
Yeah,
So we go.
That's
what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
But it doesn't mean that he didn't also pull some.
No, they kind of facts.
What I will pull his string shell and I shell man.
They kind of facts.
He pulled some strings.
No,
too.
they kind of facts.
Let's face the reality.
I'm saying they kind of facts. No, please. Force that to Fancy Gadam Banama. Force a double. Tour balekam dadea. Film balekam dadea. Suspension balekam dadea. Kajet power to body back of Mama no ship. Mezen. I hate ungrateful people. It's very ungrateful. Oh, we have.
So make a fire.
Mbapaya, Zang cover about come on.
Yellow favorite.
So Mpuyashara, Mamma Bacapayima. Sango, non technician, non close my tampire. Yampuya Panka Paya, Pankala, me look for such a 13 Nabiwa, Nabiwara, or Sapoma, Deman, or Ratma, Undatma, Puya Panka Pie. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate, and God willing, Nyala Win and Lamna, Nayamado Koyui, Maccasio. If I was supposed to come back this Saturday, but Maccasio program was on Koto Lamnaya, the next 2 weeks, now inside. Kazan Poroson tea, that Bang Malaguna, at Bangama Pantankana, Naya, Kapur, Nail Piaro, Nail Secretary. Na yiri pambaza na zampuro something ya yurla masa kachi yurla makati kapo gushao mpoe karga kapo na tompo savre kapo kumbon yung masa be kumbon trust me yurla masa kachi na zampuro something za na we sai na hon besum isa labe to kata different topic sharan couch on topic man no want to discuss Fancy Gadam too but when he came He threw some questions, kind of too long. But that said, I really hope you enjoyed. God willing, tomorrow I am back. Salam.